Actually, our audio has been on this whole time. So for anybody who's listening to the Incomparable live stream, which nobody was, 3 people were actually, so they got to hear all that secret detail, and now we're live on the video stream. So that was great.
Thanks, Jason.
Oh, good.
No more Legos.
There's nothing like warning.
Yeah.
Well, that was a
Who needs
mistake.
it?
That's what we call a mistake, technically.
In the biz.
Who's your Lego sugar daddy? Come on. All right, we're live. I have everybody's character names. I'm going to change Adina's name from a long string of characters. There.
I can see it on the
Oh, yeah.
stream.
On the stream, yeah. It's just on Zoom you were a long string of characters, and now you're not.
Well, thank you.
Do we have a tweet to retweet?
Total Party Kill sent out a tweet.
I have retweeted.
All right. Hello, live stream. Hello, bootleg.
We don't even know what's happening.
We are going to get started in a moment. People who have been following the live stream / bootleg know that Total Party Kill UK has not played in a while.
Wow.
If we were to enumerate the number of months in which we have not played, I think it might be 6. It's not good.
We were doing really well, and then
Yeah.
and then after July 20th, we went away.
Yep.
It was really this is going to be downer, but my question was, would we finish this campaign while the United Kingdom was still the United Kingdom?
Well, we've extended out
Unhelpful.
decisions there.
The kingdom,
Helpful.
the kingdom is likely to remain united. It might just be smaller.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
We're just uniting less of it over time.
There's less unity.
Well, yeah. Well, there's the record
Always.
deadline, and then there's the release deadline. So, God save the Queen. Yeah, we're playing. So, I'll open it up to players. Probably you don't know what you don't remember, but do you want to ask any questions now about how Dungeons and Dragons works, how your character sheet works, what was happening last time?
I would like
before
to
the episode?
reserve the right to ask questions as we go.
These are dice.
Yeah, that-
I would
so
like
reserved.
to know
And
which-
apologize to Jim in advance.
What's the website I'm supposed to be looking at that's not
Now, remind me,
D&D
are there...
Beyond?
Liz, you've been here for like 25 minutes.
It's roll 20.
No, I was sure it was open, but
You're in it. Yeah, you're logged in.
where's my tab?
Well, I can't help you with that, but I see that you're logged into Roll20. It says,
Yeah, I
that,
remember doing that, and maybe it's in this. Okay, well, give me a minute to find. the
"Yep."
tab.
Any other such questions? You got Roll20 open. You got your character sheet.
I found it.
You have virtual or physical dice.
I was given inspiration in the Slack for remembering what was actually going on.
I was curious to see if you'd remember that. So, yeah, you get to keep that.
You passed the second part of the test.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remembering is half the battle. We're fighting
I always forget that.
our hobgoblin nemesis, who we deposed. Apparently,
Yeah.
Well, we haven't started fighting yet. I think
Yes.
we are
This
standing
is
in
the
front
best
of.
way.
Literally, the first thing I'm going to ask you to do
It's
is roll for
initiative.
initiative. We'll
Perfect.
see
That's
how much of a
fine.
train wreck that is.
Wait,
What happened to the
can you
negotiations?
explain that again, please?
Well, the negotiations seemed to not happen because we took a 6-month break and Dern got bored.
I mean, you guys initiated combat at the last end of the last session.
Oh,
I
who
listened
did
to it.
that?
Well, there was a brief interchange of words, and they charged you, and Nox started breathing fire, and other people readied spells.
Oh,
So-
I see.
So I
you.
think,
The answer is you.
I think it was kind of me.
Yeah.
But they are all standing in a nice cone formation in front of me. So
right.
Are they? I've got.
When your
picture
enemies are in a cone, time to fight. That's what Nox
I've
says.
got a picture of Total Party Kill. Is there meant to be a map?
There could be a map.
There's not yet. I'm
I'm loading the map.
Oh, did you just remember the cone formation?
yeah. See?
I'll give you a
down.
second while your map loads and you find your way
Oh,
around.
yeah,
I,
you gotta
I-
scroll
I
around.
see them.
There they
Where
are.
Ew.
Roll 20. Good times.
And I think 5 of them are in a cone.
Oh, there we
maybe,
go.
maybe
Oh
4.
God, I've lost the map. Oh, here we are.
Look at me right there.
Excellent.
Look at you.
Yep.
Excellent. Oh, my
Indeed.
little spider dude. Hello,
We are the
spider dude.
front line.
There's really only one of you in front.
I have
Does
so
does
many
my spider get
different things I can do now.
not inspiration, initiative?
Your spider
should-
moves on your initiative.
We should
Jason wants to start the episode.
We should start the episode. Yeah, at some point here.
How many people are listening?
This is gold.
I have no idea.
All right, it's not knowable.
It's
Somewhere between 11 and infinite.
Infinite, you say? I'm concerned.
Hey.
Yeah.
So
8.
it's lower than 11.
Yeah, that is.
It's 8. No,
I don't want
okay.
to mathplay to you, but that's maybe if you had more than one math, you would know what you're doing, Jason.
There's 3. No, there's 3 on the audio stream.
Oh well.
Math. You see, because I had
Maths.
8 and 3, and
Wow.
I hope that's
All
11.
right.
Damn. Okay, good.
All right, I think we should do this thing.
Tony, it's not going to get any better. I think we should just. Yeah.
Is that wow? That's what I like to hear at the start of a Dungeons and Dragons session.
We're all warmed up now. This is good.
Are
Yes.
we? Is this it? This is it? This is good.
This is the show. Yep.
Oh no. Welcome back to Total Party Kill UK Adventures Pyramid, the Dungeons and Dragons podcast with an increasingly lengthening title. I am your dungeon master, Tony Sindelar, and we are continuing the adventures of the Adventures Pyramid. They have journeyed to the Sunken Citadel. They have rescued the person they were paid money to rescue, or promised money. Will they return to the surface unscathed, or not further scathed, or at least not fatally scathed? Will they find more stuff that they need? Or are they going to get murdered by this hobgoblin that they pissed off like yesterday? For answers to questions such as these, roll initiative right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Well, straight in, no introductions.
I will introduce you in initiative order, which you have not told me about yet.
Oh, no.
Okay. Wait a minute. What
Can
do
you
I do?
remind me if I critically fail initiative?
It's just a 1. It's just a 1.
Okay, so I don't
You
get
still
to
have
add.
No, you still have your initiative modifier.
Okay, well then I'm at 2, so that's good news.
Good
Wow.
news. Good news,
All right.
everybody.
I'll
I
just
am,
take all the
oh
beating.
There
no,
we go.
I add that. I'm at 16. That sounds good.
What a great way to start. Okay.
What a great way to start.
Well, I've got it out of the way now, though, so.
Indeed.
Remember to add your initiative number to your roll.
All
Okay.
right.
Yep.
So I have put in 8 for Sharwin Hercriel, a last name that we will never say canonically. I have put in 19 for Furion. I'm getting some headphone bleed, I think, from somebody, but hopefully it's okay.
You make sure that your audio is coming out of your headphones and not your speakers. Just in case. Hello? Can you? No? Nothing? No? Okay.
It's like it's just when Tony was speaking.
Hello.
It may just be a weird. We'll just figure it out. Yeah. Something
All
weird
right.
going on.
It looks like people have put in their initiative. Is that true?
Yes.
All right. Allow me to introduce the returning favorites of Adventures Pyramid, who will be introduced in initiative order, in the order that you will hear from them. First up, it's Jason Snell.
Hi, I am playing Furion, the elf. He is a wizard, and he loves to learn. He loves books, and adventuring is great, but learning is the true reward.
Not true. Next up, it's James Thompson.
I'm playing Nox, the Dragonborn Bard, and I completely remember everything we were doing the last time we played this game.
It has been a while since we played, listeners. We won't tell you how long. We won't bore you with such details. But just assume that any mistakes we make are intentional for your amusement.
We all got hit on the head between last week and this week. Is
Yes.
what happened.
Also here, it's Liz Miles.
Hello, I'm playing Velo, a human warlock, and she likes fire safety.
I feel like half of that statement was true. Velo will be followed by a horde of hobgoblins who are not happy with you. The horde of hobgoblins will be followed by the non-player character Sharwin Hercriel, who Jason Snell will control. And after that, it's Adina Hurley. Hi, Adina.
Hi, I'm playing Olena, a half-elf rogue who's just learned some magic.
Yay! Following Adina will be the scourge that is Dern, the hobgoblin. He used to rule an entire goblin clan, and then you all got involved, and he's grumpy about that. Yeah. And after Jern, it will be Mike Hurley.
I'm playing Maximilian Thundercliff, the level 3 male half-orc fighter, who has learned something. Well, I have learned about superiority dice, and I can't wait to use them.
Okay, will I learn about this?
Yeah.
All right. And last but not least, it's Tiff Armet. Hi, Tiff.
Bringing up the rear, El Scorcho with the tiefling druid with a useless but lovable weasel.
Not that useless, but maybe not combat. Maybe not in this scenario, right?
That's true.
All right. So those are our adventures. That will be our order of initiative for this, possibly the last fight they'll ever fight, because hobgoblins are mean and Dern is mad. Furion, you get to go first, followed by Nox.
I was just wondering whether we should keep going as we started and charm our way through this. I know both Jason and I have charm spells.
You, in fact, at the end of the last episode, attempted to charm Dern and failed.
Yes.
Yes.
A bump on it, bump on the head there.
Listeners to Total Party Kill are, what is wrong with you all? What has happened between last week and this week?
Okay, we edit that.
Yep, whatever. This is true to form. Dungeons and Dragons, details, players. Did I remember that? No. But did I listen to the episode? Yes. So.
Oh.
All right.
It's called cheating.
Furion is going to step into the fray. I know.
This is not traditional wizard form. Furion runs up and steps in front of the hulking dragonborn wall of muscle and music that is Nox.
Hit him in the face of a book.
The little spindly elf.
Casting a spell is like hitting someone in the face with a book, a little bit.
Yep.
But also you have like a sword now because you're like a sword wizard.
Yeah, I am a sword wizard, but guess what? A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from me, and each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from me must make a Constitution saving throw.
All right, so here is the math part of the episode.
Yay! Math is part of learning and knowledge. Woo!
Who would you say is in a 15-foot cube?
Those three guys, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
Dern and two lackeys.
Two lackeys. Let's see. So what kind of saving throw do they have to make?
Constitution, DC 13.
All right. I'm going to do, these will be the two lackeys first. They get +1. Neither of them succeeds. Let's find out about Dern. Dern succeeds with a 16.
Oh, Dern.
Okay.
Dern it all.
So, the two lackeys take 14 thunder damage and are pushed 2 squares back.
What? 14?
And Dern takes 7 damage.
Are they dead now?
And is not pushed.
What level are you? Are you cheating?
I'm level. That was 2d8, man. 2d8 damage, and I rolled a 6 and an 8.
Well, their bodies are flung against the wall.
I'm getting the feeling the lackeys were not leveled up like we were.
And
they're not
says,
leveled up.
Interesting trajectory of those bodies. Physics is also fun.
Does anything happen to Dern on a failed save?
Yeah, he takes half damage. Yeah, so 7.
That's wow.
And he is unmoved as the thunderclap, hits him in the face.
Knowledge is power after all.
And
however, can you remind us how far does Thunderwave echo throughout the dungeon?
Very quiet. I'm sure it's quiet.
It's very, very far.
It's
300 feet.
Don't give him an excuse.
But it doesn't go upwards, definitely.
It's one of those sounds that only goes down. It's a heavy sound.
Yeah. Sound is lighter than air. That's just
Are you guys
science.
Just checking, James? Are you thinking of water?
Oh yeah.
Sound flows downhill. It's fine.
Yeah. Right.
And that's my turn.
Yeah. Nox, the Dragonborn Bard with a tale to tell, is next.
So,
probably 2 of the people you were worried about are dead now. Furion, what level is that spell?
That was I cast it at level 1. I could also cast it at level 2, and it would have done even more damage, but I didn't.
Wow.
Okay.
I guess I should have rolled better.
So, can I move slightly and then
Absolutely
breathe?
Yeah.
Okay, because
you literally, James, you do it every day.
Well, I don't
I don't
move
need
as
to
often
tell
as
you
you
how to do
might think.
Yeah. Most of it's automatic.
Just that Furion killed some of the people who were in my cone of death.
Yep.
So
Is Furion now in the cone of death?
That's why I'm going to move.
You could sidestep, right? And then
Yeah, I just don't want to murder my compatriot.
Thank you.
Hey.
So
I
I'm
was
go
helping.
here.
Teamwork.
And I am going to exhale a cone of fire that is going to go. Where's my little ruler? Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, no. Sorry. You are also in the cone.
I mean, there is a shape to a cone.
Yeah, no, the cone is cone shaped.
How,
like all good cones.
I believe it covers everyone who is in the room that isn't.
Line cone or a traffic cone.
I mean, I think the question is, how wide is the cone?
The cone is, it's a 15-foot cone, and my understanding was it went diagonally.
Both directions, right? Can you get everybody there who's in the front line?
Yes.
Cones
Look at
only
this.
go up or down.
Cones are not water.
Just like sound.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was a
Mm-hmm.
cone full of water.
I think you can catch 3 of them in the cone.
Oh.
Oh.
Cone police.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What if he moved back one?
Because they're spread out more than 15 feet.
All right.
Is the challenge, right? That's you're measuring
Fine.
from you, James.
We're all getting our rulers
But
out
you
now.
you're all. This is the part. Everyone's got a goddamn protractor.
I told you physics was great, says Furion.
So, James, I see that you were measuring out from you.
Yes.
But it is not it's the cone is 15 wide, right?
Well, if it's 15 wide.
It looks like it totally gets everyone.
I think that Dern is more I don't think there is a 15-foot line that has Dern and all of his friends in it.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to argue with the DM at this stage of the adventure because
that is a great way to lose inspiration.
Yeah. So I think I will target the 3 people who we have all graciously agreed are in this cone.
Mm-hmm. So just to check, there's 4 of them. Are you targeting Dern and 2 henchmen or 3 henchmen?
Dern and 2 henchmen.
Yeah,
I mean,
that seems like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, like we could burn all his henchmen.
Jason's got the book out. He's looking up cone in the index.
Yeah, is that a D&D book or is that a geometry book?
It is Furion's Book of
Cone.
Cones.
Thanks.
Area of effect. Okay, now let's
Thanks,
look at
Euclid.
I have my math teacher on speed dial.
I'm your math teacher. I'm the dungeon master. The M stands for math.
Page 204.
Okay, we're doing this.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to say anything, but I got called out on a live video stream. So now we're going to find out. A cone extends in the direction. I'm reading this as Furion. You see, a cone extends in the direction you choose from the point of origin. A cone's width at a given point along its length is equal to that point's distance from its point of origin. A cone's area of effect specifies its maximum length.
So it has a maximum length of 15, which takes us to there. And
its width is so in front of you its width is 5, and then 1 square back its width is 10, and then 1 square back its width is 15.
So I believe Tony was entirely correct.
Yep.
I see some people drawing lines. I think there's probably a cone that touches Dern and his 4th, the 4th Hobgoblin. But what you want is a cone that encompasses 3 people, I think, right?
Yeah. I think the time for talking is over. The time for burning is over.
Yes, burninating. So, do I roll stuff or do you roll stuff?
Let me check.
Wait, is Dern involved in the cone? Or are you letting the one lackey?
I'm gonna. I thought about leaving him alive so he could see all his lackeys burn.
Ooh.
I think it's that you take him. Yeah, no, you leave the lackey. Yeah, the lackey will run away. Dern will run away.
There needs to be somebody to tell this tale.
Does there? Can't that be you?
You're a bard.
I agree.
That's true.
job.
Isn't that my entire
You are
job?
the only person who can tell the story.
Yeah.
So
If
This
only
was the part
bard
of the
could
fight
win.
where we argued about codes.
The console.
have to. It's a dexterity check 11, half damage on success.
All right, I'm gonna roll
Or-
for
or
his,
failure,
his
sorry.
2 henchmen first. Oh gosh, they fail quite badly. Dern also fails. He's still a little, shaken from Thunderwave. So all of them fail and are engulfed in fire that smells like Nox's breath.
Conical fire.
Yeah.
So they
It's the best kind.
all take. Oh god, I can't work out how to close this pop up in. Oh, there we go. They all take 2d6 fire damage. So I'm gonna roll my
Roll low.
No.
I love that candy.
If everyone's dead before my turn, I'm going to be really mad.
Well, I'm rolling Scottish dice.
What? That's not allowed. This is. Are those like those big logs? Is that what those are? Capers?
No,
Rolling capers?
It's plaid. It's plaid. It's fine.
Dice made by a Scottish company. Anyway.
Are you
But with
sure?
the-
Because I got
yeah.
dice made by an Irish company, but then we found them on Alibaba. Do you
Yeah, I was
remember?
gonna say
Yes,
where
I
are
remember
where are
that.
those dice from?
Yeah.
No, I have authenticated the Scottishness of these.
Mine are from
dice.
deep Amazon.
I have. Do I add anything to that? No, I do 9 damage to the lot of them.
Oh no.
All right. I will tell you, they all look real bad.
Oh man, I want to
They're
just do something.
They're not dead,
Yeah, Dern is.
but they
you
look
could just-
bad.
They're not
could just
rats.
jump in there.
If they were rats, they'd be dead already. But
Yeah, they were rats. They'd be dead. These are tougher than rats. These
But
are
they look-
tougher than guys. Let us remind ourselves. This is your first adventure.
hierarchy
is
of
The
enemies.
hierarchy of the dungeon.
Maslow's hierarchy of.
No. This is
damage.
it's more like a food pyramid. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bottom level, rats. Right.
Uh-huh.
Also
So that-
statues over here, but they don't. I mean, they're not
and
animated.
shadows.
Yeah. Those are probably a little bit. All right. Rats.
All right, I'm trying.
Kobolds.
Kobolds.
On it.
Goblins. Hobgoblins. And you don't know what's above them yet. Let me tell
Dragon.
you,
Ultra goblins.
Adventurers and dragons.
there's I
Are the
would
dungeons
I
above
would
the
give yourself some space on the Adventures and Dragons area there.
Cool.
Let me tell you, there's a book. It's called The Monsters Manual. It doesn't end at hobgoblins.
Okay.
Wait, I got it. Don't worry, everyone. I got the book.
I think it's I think it's great that monsters come with a manual because so few products
Yeah.
come with manuals these days.
I know.
Yeah.
Why
It's
does
really
that?
big,
Have you
though.
tried to turn your monster on, off, and then back on?
Mm.
Well,
Oh,
we're just turning these
a lot.
monsters off.
Yeah, we
There's a
are.
lot
That's
of
it.
monsters.
All right. Velo, the less demonic. The horde of hobgoblins is significantly diminished. But I will tell you, as the echoes of Thunderwave kind of reverberate through the grove, the garden level of this dungeon, I think you might hear some sounds somewhere else. Anyway, it's your turn.
Remarkable coincidence.
Mm.
Any excuse to make things slightly more difficult. My spider should have thrown their own initiative according to the spell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but can I just have them?
Yeah, just have them move on yours.
Okay, I want my spider to go first before me. Because it's my spider. Okay, my spider can. It says actions: bite, melee weapon attack, +4 to hit. Is that a thing?
Yeah, who does the spider want to run up and bite? A
This
henchman?
one down at the bottom. He
Yeah,
wants to
his
bite
henchman
down.
has seen his friends thunder waved and fired. He's like, I'm doing great, and then a spider runs up to him and bites him.
Right. So
Poor
how
Tim.
does that work?
So it's +4 to attack. So roll a d20 and
It's
add 4.
+4 to hit.
+4 to hit. Yes.
Yes.
So
So roll a d20 and add 4.
and add 4.
A d20 says 5.
+4
9.
is not enough.
Damn it!
The hobgoblin kind of dances around in his space, not looking very impressive, avoiding the little bites of the spider, trying to nibble at his ankles.
Oh.
How
Okay.
how big is the spider?
Tiny.
Oh, you're holding up hands on a podcast.
I I'd like to think it's a very, very tiny spider.
Okay, a very tiny spider.
Know. I don't actually.
I mean,
know
you were
what it
using
is.
it to creep under doors, so it's
It's-
not like this is not a riding tarantula that you can ride.
It doesn't say how big. Oh, it does. Tiny beast underlined.
Now,
tiny.
let me just be clear. What has just happened is that a crack of thunder has blown away a couple of guys. A dragon man breathed out fire and set a couple guys on fire, and the guy in the corner is like, spider.
The stuff of legends.
But maybe he really doesn't like spiders.
Yeah, we don't know his backstory.
Yeah,
Worst
and to be
possible
fair,
fate.
this maybe a spider killed his friend.
Yeah.
Because if it hit, it would have given 1 whole piercing damage. And he'd have had to succeed on a constitution saving throw or take 2 poison damage.
Yeah, see?
Ooh.
Oh, it's a poisonous spider.
Yes, poison.
Well, he's
too.
going to be squashing that spider on his turn, I think.
No, he's not. It's got armor. It's got armor. It's got lots of armor. It's got more armor than I have.
That's that's upsetting.
Because it's small. It's so small.
Velo, do you also get to go, or
Yes.
Oh, are you sure that's how that works? Okay.
Yes, I'm sure. Yes, because it has its own initiative. So
Okay.
why would?
All right, Velo, tell us what happens next. I suspect fire is involved.
I would like to use one of my shiny new spells. Oh
Okay.
wow, it's got 120 feet range.
That covers everywhere in this room.
Do
Does
I
that-
want to use?
Is this where we get set on fire again?
I think everybody's about to burn now.
No, this is
Outside
a
of the
targeted
That's
one
lucky.
because I'm taking it into consideration that there are people in front of me. I could just
Thank
move
you.
there and then burn those 3 down. Nox, you've got full hit points, right?
Oh, not this again.
I do want to, but I also want to use my new spell.
Teamwork sometimes
so-
means you get set on fire from people behind you, and part of the advantage of being behind you is no one knows who it was.
Correct.
Just blame Max.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Scorching Ray,
Okay.
which is 1 action range. You create 3 rays of fire and hurl them at targets within range. You can hurl them at 1 target or several. Make a ranged spell attack for each ray. On a hit, the target takes 2d6 fire damage. Okay, so I want to send 1 ray at each of the little dudes.
All right. So you get to make ranged spell attacks for each of those.
So how does that work? Do I throw a d20?
You're going to throw a d20, and I believe on your character sheet it tells you what your spell attack modifier is. It's probably Furion.
4.
What's yours?
Plus
Mine's
5.
4.
Yeah. Okay. So
Oh,
I was
whatever,
just-
Furion.
well, I was just asking for a range, so it's like it's in the low digits. It's not like a plus 12.
No, mine's 4. So,
All right.
okay.
So
Come
you're
on.
going to attack them. Do you want to attack them bottom to top or top to bottom?
I'll attack Spider Person first. So
All right. Well, that's you. You're kind of the spider person. You'll attack the one next to the spider.
Yes.
Yeah.
The guy who
All
didn't get burned or blown away, but just saw a spider.
May
and was
now be
afraid.
It's quite upset.
Scorching raid.
Oh, for crying out loud, 1.
That misses.
Oh, but wait, something bad happens when the misses anyway.
To him or to you?
Or your spider.
To oh no, it doesn't. Oh come on, these spells something good's supposed to happen whether you hit them or not.
Hmm.
Rude.
Mm.
Okay, come on. Next
Middle hobgoblin.
Yes, 13, 17.
You rolled a 17.
Yes.
17 does not hit.
What?
Yeah. Sorry.
What?
I'm sorry.
How can 17 not hit?
I'm just reading the card.
What am I measuring this against? What am I trying to beat?
I will tell you. I mean, you don't know yet, but it's a number higher than 17.
No, not the number. What's the thingy that I'm trying to beat? What's it called?
It's armor class.
Armor class. AC.
And their armor class is higher than 17.
It is indeed.
That's why I used breath, because it was a dexterity check, not an armor class.
Yeah, these are hobgoblins. They're a lot bigger than goblins, and they're kind of slow, lumbering, armor-clad goblinoid creatures, right? So they're not very quick on their feet, but they are pretty well armored.
I have a lot of negative feelings about these people,
Are they about me or about the hobgoblins?
about the hobgoblins.
Okay, good.
And
You
I
got
was-
one left.
I'm not going to beat 17.
You don't know. You might.
Oh, I am 22.
All right, roll damage on that one.
Yes! For you, hobgoblin. I got you. I got you good. Okay, 2d6.
Yeah,
Six.
It's some of that Scottish swearing we've been waiting for. Furfew.
I didn't
hobgoblin.
swear. I didn't swear.
we don't know what furf means.
No,
I
we
said
don't.
Furf.
Yeah, we don't know what that
Anything.
means. That could be really bad.
It's the first
Three
four.
kind of river.
and 3. 6 damage.
All right, you incinerate him from inside his armor.
Yes.
And just a smoking husk of hobgoblin armor clatters to the ground. The chamber is still kind of echoing from Thunderwave, and now it smells really, really bad. So that's the thing you did. Velo, are you all set? You've hurled scorching rays at
Bill
your
would like
enemies.
to do a little dance.
All right.
For scorching rays looked
Free
really
action.
cool.
That was
Bonus
Well, we'll
action.
count that as your move. Yeah. So,
That's your move. Excellent. Does the
all
robot.
right. Yeah. All right. So the hobgoblins are next, and this is not good. 3 of them have been killed before they got to go. Surely these are the only 3 hobgoblins in this entire dungeon.
I can see them coming.
Yeah,
at
you
the
just
top.
revealed that there are
Oh
3
my
more up
goodness!
at the top.
Have you just conjured these up from the
Yeah.
walls or something?
that was intentional. All right.
Were these hobgoblins on the map like
Yes.
15 minutes ago?
Oh yeah, there was one of them that was visible the whole time. I
he
don't
was
know if anyone
visible the
noticed.
whole time.
Yeah, I
yeah.
saw
Just
him.
no one said anything. So
Okay.
the hobgoblins are going to stomp forward and kind of in formation with Dern here. What is the speed of these hobgoblins that are far away?
Oh, I could have shot them. Oh.
We're gonna have to shoot everyone at some
Yeah,
point.
their speed
so-
is 30 feet. Furion, how far are you from those hobgoblins?
Oh.
Now you guys can measure stuff. You want to do that, right?
I don't know.
No,
I'm right there, so I'm 2 squares away.
No. So from the ones coming from the north.
Oh, I don't know. Far, very far. Too far.
Very
Too far.
Yeah.
Where's the ruler tool?
Oh my god.
The nearest guy is 35 feet away, so he could move within a 1 square of me. The other guys could not.
Oh, but look, Sherwin Hercreel is all by herself there.
She is.
Also, let's see. Oh, they've got bows. They don't care. So,
Did they have bows 15 minutes ago?
yeah, it's on their thing.
All right, just check it.
I am creating a world here, Liz, and that world is full of bows and arrows that are going to murder you.
Oh, I'm really far away.
Okay. So, all right, let's deal with this in order of who is likely to get murdered first. So, Nox, 2 of the hobgoblins have kind of taken up formations with you. They are going to attack you with longswords. Those are not very impressive. 6 to hit and 8 to hit.
Nope.
Your
Armor
Yay!
class 14.
armor class is not 8.
No, it's 14.
All right. Well, things may be worse for Furion the Wizard because he is about to enter a world where arrows rain down upon his head. So these 3 hobgoblins march in formation, and they are going to rain arrows on. Well, yeah, let's just start with Furion. Furion's right next to their wounded leader. So longbow attacks are +3 to hit. Attack 1, 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
Attack 2, 18.
Yep, that'll hit.
Attack 3, 7.
Oh, that won't hit.
Yeah.
It's not going
All
to
right.
matter.
Oh no.
We have a. This is the end of the road for Furion.
All right. The first arrow, the critical, catches you, I don't know, probably right in one of your organs, Furion, for 11 damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. And, you know what? The second arrow gets you for 3 more damage.
Okay.
Well, wouldn't the second arrow
I'm
fly
not.
over?
I'm just down. I'm still down,
Yeah.
Tony.
Touchdown.
Tiff, are you suggesting the second arrow would fly through Furion and into Nox? Is that what you're?
Yes.
No.
Shush.
Yes, it would.
As
So,
Furion falls to the ground, the third arrow whizzes by him and misses, and he goes, "Ha ha!" Splash.
With his dying breath.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was exciting. One of you is down. Let me just indicate that on the map so that I don't forget. Oh, look, there's even a symbol where it's slumped over,
Lots of
peppered with
arrows. Yep.
Yeah.
That's me.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Shalwyn
Well,
will avenge you.
there was that prophecy that not all of you would return from this dungeon. I didn't tell you
Who
about
said
that
that?
prophecy. Yeah, that was just,
Just
you
made
didn't
it
know
up
that.
Just
just
made
now.
up a prophecy.
There's a lot of prophecies. You can't read into all of them. Sharwin Harcreel, the level 1 wizard, rescued by you, worth, I believe, 125 gold pieces for her fate, which is currently with you, and 125 gold pieces if you can get her to the surface. So, it's her
We'll just
turn.
carry her body.
It is her turn.
Well, she's worth 125 more alive.
So,
we could reanimate her.
so
This is a weekend at Bernie's.
we sort of did that.
Yeah,
Tony,
yeah, she's still got like tree sap in her veins. So
Tony, she has seen one of her saviors get knocked down by arrows.
are you using her as a sock puppet to be like, I must protect Furion at all costs?
And she points.
Oh my god!
She points at all three of the guys in turn and goes, "Let me see if I can do this." Zip zop, magic missile.
There's 3 of them, so you got to do zip zop zap.
Yeah, zip zop zap. Exactly. So the guy on the left takes 1, the guy in the middle takes 3, and the guy on the right takes 2 damage from magic missiles.
They look relatively unscathed by that, but
she's doing what she can.
They're lightly scathed. All right. Next up, Adina. It is Elena's turn.
Oh no.
Okay. You were actually, Elena, you were like in the next room.
You could just leave.
You could just leave. No one knows you're here. You could just you could steal that fox and go on a road trip.
Yeah, I could. I'm deciding. I don't have any mass weapons.
You have spells now, though, right?
Yes, but they're very targeted.
Okay.
You've got 1 mass weapon.
Not a time for ball bearings now.
There is never a time for ball bearings. That's why.
I am going to use my sneak attack on what was that guy's name? Dern.
Mm-hmm.
Who is next to both Furion and Nox. So
you probably need to move into the room to do that.
I will.
Okay.
I was still,
She's very sneaky. She doesn't have to.
While,
You're forecasting what will happen.
Yeah. So I'm gonna come. Oh no. I don't think I can do that without killing some people.
Kill them.
What about I want to try then a firebolt. I'm gonna try a spell.
All right.
And it doesn't matter whether people are in front of me, right?
It depends. What is the spell?
I want to use firebolt the first time I'm using it. It has a big range. And
But like, is it targeted or does it do one of those big cones?
it's a targeted, and I want to target Dern.
Bolts are usually targeted. It's like
Okay.
all fireball. That's a problem.
Furion's lying on the ground. I'm very dexterous. So's Max. We'll be fine.
Okay, so let's use the firebolt.
I'm on slightly
Precious.
I was picking you
I think I'm still working this one out. There's no sparks. Nothing happens. Sorry, guys. I'm going to run out of the room.
Tell us the number.
It's 2 + 3. It's 5.
Yeah, you hit the ceiling.
Yeah. I'm still working this
That
out.
was like your first spell. That's okay. Like, you know, you gotta you didn't warn, and like you didn't know this fight was happening. You didn't stretch. Yeah.
And I ran out of the room with my bonus action.
Okay.
So that was me.
All right, Dern is next. He looks bad. He is relatively on fire. His hair is all messed up from Thunderwave. There's some blood trickling out of his big, pointy hobgoblin ears. He may have lost some of his hearing. That's not great. And he turns and he looks at Nox, and he just kind of growls, "I'm taking you with me." And he is going to swing at you with his big scimitar.
Cut to cruise ship. Dern and Nox are on a cruise. He took me with him.
Big drinks. It's very cute.
My attitude's much better now that I've taken a few days off. All right, so giant sword attack coming at Nox.
Yay.
Critical!
Oh dear.
That's my second critical of the day. That's great. Great for Tony.
Not so good for Nox.
It's all crit for Tony.
Wow, and I rolled an 8 and a 7 on 2d8. So that's exciting.
Is it?
It is. Yeah. Nox, just out of curiosity, how many hit points do you have?
21.
Sorry, how many hit points did you have?
70?
So let's see. 16 plus 9 is 25 damage.
I'm down.
What?
Oh boy.
This is
Oh,
not
boy.
good. This is not good.
We came into this thinking everything was good, didn't we? We were like,
yeah,
"Haha,
but
look how many spells we
someone
have."
cast a thunder wave. Which one was that again?
Those
He
guys were in
killed
the
2
hallway.
people.
They were already coming in.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
now we're all going to die.
Yep.
Excellent.
That is the sequence. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right, so Nox slumps to the ground. Dern is looming over his body.
Oh my
His
god.
blood, Nox's blood is dripping from Dern's sword, and he just laughs.
Oh my god. Okay, I say we sacrifice the fox and make a run for it.
All right, Max.
what
Maximilian
about the
Thundercliff.
sacrificing the
No.
colleagues?
Max, remember when you were concerned that everyone would be dead before you got to go?
Yeah, no, I'm so pleased.
Simpler days.
So who? By the way, I'll just throw this out there. Who among Max and Elle especially has the ability to like heal? Because
Nah.
you need to get Furion and Nox back up.
I'm a big half orc fighter.
Yeah,
I
you
haven't
need
got
to
the
just okay.
ability.
Maybe Elle
I
can
can
heal us
I can
later.
heal.
I have lots of healing.
Good.
I can
All right.
also heal. So if somebody heals
Okay.
me, I can
Oh, boy.
heal.
Do we have a
Yeah,
healer?
heal train.
Yeah.
So I was previously assuming that I would go for the henchman, but now I feel like Dun is potentially more of an immediate threat.
Mhm.
My fallen comrades. So I'm going to approach. I'm going to approach Dun.
Saunter up there. Sashay up to Dern.
This is not a
And
time for talking.
You close with Dern. You notice that Dern is he's bigger than your average hobgoblin. He's clad in slightly fancier armor that I think you saw before many sessions back. Seems to bear the familiar symbol. The crest of the Hercreal family is emblazoned on the chest piece of this
he's a
armor.
thief.
You suspect that this is not hobgoblin armor,
I do not expect of hobgoblins to be.
unless he is like a distant cousin of the Hercreals, which makes this adventure much more complicated.
All right, so I will take my battle axe and swing at Dun
Mhm.
for 19 against AC.
Dern's AC is 19.
What does that mean?
It means you hit attackers.
Yes!
Excellent.
Kill
That
him!
goes to the attacker.
Kill
Dern
him!
is standing there. He is kind of laughing. Blood still trickles out of his giant hobgoblin ears. He is
Die!
extremely
head off.
on, charred with fire. He's feeling really great about himself for taking down a dragonborn. But also, there's a lot of blood and fire that is already in play. And basically, he is completely caught unaware as Maximilian Thundercliff wanders over to him. And Mike, what happens?
Kill
I
him!
strike down onto his forehead with 8 damage with my battle.
You land your battle axe right into his forehead, basically cutting his head in half,
Dead! Dead!
which greatly impedes his ability to laugh. And Dern, the hobgoblin, slayer of adventures, crumples to the ground. You have killed your foe. You have killed the hobgoblin that you disgraced, whose only road to regaining power was to murder all of you, a feat that he was only 2/5 successful in.
And now do the rest of them all run away?
He was
'Cause,
good
like,
at
we took their
prophecy,
leader
though.
down.
He took Nox with him. So
we don't know. It is true. You have taken out the leader, but there are still 5 hobgoblins remaining, which are they're a problem. But perhaps the question is: was this the turning of the tide of battle, or was this just your one success in a
Let's
battle that you lost?
Everyone and convince everyone that Max should be the king of goblins.
I'm your king now.
Why aren't they demoralized that we've, chopped their leader's head off?
They may be.
Why aren't they running away?
Well, it's not their turn
It's
yet,
not
so they
their
can't
turn.
run away.
Okay.
That's why.
I see.
They're busy staring kind of slackjawed at where the two halves of their leader's head.
Yeah, 2 of them are covered in their leader's blood, so
Yes.
they're dealing with that.
so
Yeah.
one of them is keeping an eye on a spider.
Yeah.
That is true. That spider is going to attack
It's
him.
like-
Yeah.
Max, anything
Dern,
else?
Spider. Dern.
Hmm.
I don't think there's anything else you can do, right?
Well, I can actually. Is it
Ooh.
likely that we will take a short rest after this fight?
That's a question for you.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
It does
'cause-
seem like that, right?
At least two of us are in bits, so
Yeah, that means I can use my cool spells in the fight. 'Cause I
Okay,
only need a short
then-
rest to get back.
I will take my action surge to launch another attack on the guy immediately in front of Nox.
All right. The guy immediately in front of Nox is also very badly hurt.
Cool.
So you know.
That's good news. How
Physically
bad-
and emotionally
Very
at this
badly?
point. Very badly.
Hmm.
So how bad is it very badly? It's very, very
Bad
bad.
enough for my spider to finish it?
All right, that is a critical 20 on DC.
All right. Don't bother rolling damage.
All right, cool. He's dead.
Nice.
So basically, you chop Dern's head in half, and then kind of with the follow through, like clip that guy's head.
Yes.
He tumbles to the ground with a shocked look on his face.
I'm gonna top it.
Sucker.
All right. So Maximilian Thundercliff, you have slain 2 hobgoblins, 1 leader, and 1 henchman on your turn, possibly turning the tide of battle.
For a movement, additional movement, can Max just like flex now?
Yes, free
Okay,
action.
great.
Free action. All right. Tiff, El Scorcho, were you worried that you wouldn't get a turn?
Oh, so worried. Yes.
Yeah, there's still 4 hobgoblins who look pretty healthy. 3 of them armed with longbows,
And
kind
two
of peppering you with arrows in the
and
distance.
2 of your friends are very unhealthy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 of your friends are bleeding out.
one of which can cure the other one. He says, angling for.
One of whom goes next.
Let us take this as a moment to discuss the difference between American and UK healthcare systems.
For now.
Oh,
Oh, shut go. Whoever said that.
If Furion gets out of this, he'll be fine because he's got the National Elf Service. So
Oh, the Nelf.
Oh.
Oh, yes. Well done.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Okay, let's see.
So don't say Furion. It's what we're getting.
Don't say Furion got it. So
Furion does go next. That point was made. So
But Nox goes right after me, so you're unless you can heal 2 of us at once, only one of us is going to get to go.
I can only heal one person at a time.
And
but
Nox would be able to theoretically heal me after you. It would be a little chain of healing.
should I do the chain of healing or should I throw some magic rocks at people?
I think you got to heal us because we're down and that's bad. And we're going to start making death. There's a clock on it. We start making death saving throws and we die if you don't stabilize us or heal us. So
We'll have finished this by 3 turns, even if you like die every turn. We're good.
All right. If I go here, I can touch people, right? Or here?
Whoa. Yes.
I need to touch them to heal them.
Okay.
It's probably better. I'll heal Nox. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay,
That's who we want
thank you.
to heal.
And is your healing an action or like a bonus action?
Let's see. I just got a new big heal.
Ooh, big heal.
Ooh,
Yeah, big heal. It is a spell slot. It uses a spell slot.
So it's probably an action.
Sure. A creature you touch regains the number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcast modifier.
well, that's good.
Spellcast modifier is just the regular modifier, correct?
Yeah, it's probably 3 or 4 or 5.
2.
2. Or 2. Sorry. I was trying to be helpful.
We're really
I was-
negging Hellscorcho today.
My old healing was the D4, so at least
Yeah, the die went up. What's
Yeah.
the name of this healing?
the D8. This is Cure Wounds.
Ooh, that sounds better than
Yeah, it does.
not curing wounds.
All right, so I'm gonna touch Nox, and oh shoot, new for me. I'm still not very good at this spell.
Did you
my
just
goodness!
did you just jab your hand into his wound?
I just oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
It's so painful. He regains consciousness.
As much as I could help. I got a 1.
So
Plus-
he
so it's
plus 2.
so
Well-
three is I'm conscious.
Yeah. And in intense pain as El
Yes.
Scorcho is up to the elbow in your guts.
God, I'm so sorry.
Well, this,
My hands are. I just poked you. That's all I did.
Yeah. Next
but
time,
it
like
worked. It
look
worked.
for somewhere less permeable.
Healing fraud is what
Yeah.
happened. Actually, no.
You know,
I'm actually standing next to you with my finger in your wound, plugging it up. That's
yeah. I mean, definitely the blood is not spurting out nearly as much.
Yeah. I'm containing the blood. So
Yeah.
So, I think Nox will wake up when it comes
you're
to his
welcome, sir.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
God, no, thank you. All my healing.
Adventuring. Furion, it's your turn. Death saving throw.
Oh boy,
My
You'll
favorite
be
kind of throw.
fine.
I failed.
Oh,
All right.
There, you'll be fine.
How? Just checking. Let's just see. How emotionally invested are you in Furion, Jason Snell?
It would seem like a shame if he died.
Have you lost a player character in a Dungeons and Dragons game yet?
No, but I'm hoping to lose 2 this month, so that'll be great.
Okay. So, these things come in threes. Nox, you're conscious. You have 3 hit points. A hobgoblin still looms over you. You're like a lot of your blood is outside.
You're right.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah.
made a mistake. I get another D8 roll.
Oh, it's 2d8.
Yeah, because it's I'm over second level.
Oh.
Right? Oh no, wait. Nope. I'm first level. Never mind.
You can cast the spell slot using a higher level spell slot, I believe. You don't have those yet. There's the confusing thing in 5e, which I don't love.
My level or the spell level?
Yeah, I feel like they should have come up with a different word than level for that. Because there's your level, which is different than spell level.
Oh, actually, it's level second. Is that my spell level? And then it's first level. Never mind.
You have a number of spell slots of different levels.
Yeah.
So you could theoretically. Do you have any level 2 spell slots?
Where's that listed?
Under spells, in the spells tab of your character sheet,
Yes.
it shows you first level spells and second level spells, and off to the right there's a little set of squares that show you how many slots per level.
Okay, I have 2 slots, second level, but that doesn't give me an extra D8.
It would if you wanted to use one of those.
Should I go back? Can I?
I'll allow it.
Yeah,
Because it's important, and
I'll allow it.
because this is a new spell, and D&D is hard.
It is.
James will second that one.
Thank you. Oh,
And
no.
it's costing you something. You are spending a higher level spell slot, which means you won't be able to do other stuff.
So this will take the other spell slot too by doing it twice.
Yeah.
It,
Or no.
No.
It just uses the level 2 spell slot.
Not the level 1.
All right,
Yeah.
so I still got the 7.
Oh wow.
That's much nicer.
All right.
Yeah. So Nox is. Are you up to 10?
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
at 10. Yeah.
There's a big difference between 3 and 10.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Three is
Is
like
it
one hit.
7?
3 is going to knock you down. 10, it's got to be a good hit. So, Nox, you're rolling around in your own blood. You got 10
With a
hit
hand
points.
sticking out my side.
Oh, forget
10, 11, 12. He should be at 12.
12?
12, yeah, because before it was 1 plus 2, and then now it's 7 plus 2.
No, it's just
No,
you don't
no,
get the
it's-
modifier twice.
Gotcha. Cool. 10.
Okay,
Cool.
10. Right. Well, I think Nox is going to sort of crawl.
I feel like I just remembered what I was doing, and I'm like, oh yeah, wait a minute.
That's good.
So Nox is crawling in a pool of blood so he can touch Furion.
Oh, God.
God, this is so sad.
Oh God, yeah. You know what? Normally it would be hard to crawl across the dungeon floor, but you're well lubricated with your own blood.
Oh my
And
Jesus!
Furion's blood, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
Our
Oh,
blood
God,
has
there's-
mixed. Our blood has mixed together. We are now blood brothers.
Let us. Well, first of all, there's some compatibility issues because you're wildly different types of creatures. So
We're not trying to have a
There is
child.
now a horrific infection brewing.
yeah, let us take a moment and think about who has to come and mop up the dungeon floor after all you people leave on your heroic adventures. Some poor kobold or goblin is going to show up and be like, "Yeah, Meepo does not mop
Meepo.
dungeon
Oh,
floors.
like, oh no.
Meepo mops the upstairs floor. Thank you."
Popo, his brother.
We
His
are
mop-
going
yes.
to
Moppo, yes.
So-
we're going to tip heavily when we leave this dungeon.
Just leave our goblin over the ground.
Yeah, with just a little
Oh.
note saying thank you. We enjoyed our stay.
Oh.
Sorry.
Right. Let the touching begin.
This is gonna be great and heroic until all of you are just peppered with arrows again and go down again.
Not
Well,
gonna happen. I've got a
I'm-
spell.
Whose genius idea was it for touching spells? I mean,
Yeah.
They're medicinal.
medicinal touching.
Yeah.
My cure wounds, it's 1d8 plus 3. So let's find a d.
Are you casting it at level 1 or level 2?
Oh, can I do that?
Isn't that what El Scorcher just did?
Yeah, but that implies I was listening and not trying to work other stuff out.
Okay, you were dying. When you're dying,
Yes.
your job is to listen.
You
hear that, Jason?
Oh, I do have. Yes.
Yes.
I have a second levels. I have 2 second level slots. So that means I can do 2d8 plus 3, as was just said.
As was foretold.
Yep. Okay, that should. How many hit points is your maximum?
Oh, I don't know.
Fury?
17.
Well, let's see if we can get that. We have 8. That's pretty good.
Good start.
2 plus 3. So you get 13 back.
Hooray. Furion awakens in a pool of blood, realizes some of it's not even his own blood, sees Nox laying next to him, and thinks to
Touching
himself,
him with that outstretched hand.
this is quite a party, obviously.
All right, Vox. I combined your name with the following name. Nox, I think you're done, right? You've slid on a stream of blood. You've healed someone. What more is there?
I think so. Is Vox the Velo Nox?
Shipping name. Yes,
shipping name.
Yeah,
just checking.
All right.
I think I've expended a lot of energy this turn, so I leave it to the next lot.
Velo, it is your turn.
Spider attack on that dude.
All right.
Yes.
Never forgot
Desperate
about
to have the spider.
This is 1d20, right? That I'm using on this?
Roll high.
4 plus 4. Does he hit?
No.
Spider.
Spider. The hobgoblin may be unaware of that spider.
No.
Surely the spider could just slip under the armor.
Okay, right. But for my shot, I'm going to go over here and I can move like 30 feet, right?
Yeah.
10, 20, 25.
Oh, yeah. Come on over by the bloody people.
Really putting yourself between
hell yes.
Your fallen comrades. Or not falling? Slumped?
No, yes,
reclining.
Of course I am.
Your reclining comrades?
Yes. Relax. I have a plan. Okay, now I've got to cast Burning Hands.
Oh, how big is the range on Burning Hands?
15.
Okay.
It's a cone of 15, and I think we've established what cones are.
We have now established what cones are.
So it will cover all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how it works. Okay. So as I hold my hands with my thumbs touching and fingers spread, fire sign, thin sheet of flames, 15 creatures. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw.
Which they are not great at compared to. Yes. They would prefer that you attack their armor class.
I've learned my lesson.
Yes. All right, so I'm going to work from left to right.
Right, come on.
Henchman the first, he got an 11. What I assume that's not good enough.
Oh, 12. Yes, he's lower.
The middle one got a 13.
I hate him.
And the one to the right got a 10. So I think
okay.
2 failed and 1 succeeded.
If they fail, they have to take 3d6 and
3d6.
I know, it's good, isn't it? And if they didn't fail, they have to take half that.
All right, roll us 3d6, please.
Do I roll that one of those for each one?
Just once.
All right, just once. Okay.
Roll high. Pro tip.
Yes, d6. Okay. That's
3 of them.
6-sided.
That's the traditional classic die.
Yes. Okay. 1. You
get to roll it 3 times. So.
I know. Okay. Come on. I put my life in danger for this shit.
Yeah. It's gonna be
3.
All right.
Come on.
4 damage so far.
Okay, it's it's on my it's on my throat. It's sort of nestled. Can I throw it again on this so it doesn't fall off?
Yes, please.
There's not a number.
That makes it hard to do the math.
Shut up. Mock me.
I'm on your turn, team.
It's a 2, so it's 6 they each take.
They each take 6 damage.
That's not enough to kill them. They're going to kill them now, aren't they?
It's the middle.
They are thinking about it.
Oh, 6 and 3. Okay.
James.
I'm trying to be honest.
What? What were you being honest about?
I will tell you, none of them look great. They're all pretty severely on fire,
What
and they've taken some magic missile damage as well.
was James being honest about?
The middle one only takes half damage.
Oh, right, that, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So they look upset. Velo, do you want to do anything else, or is it their turn?
I want to make a mocking wave at them. And
You make a
Jordan
mocking wave at them. They think about, perhaps we should retreat now that our commander has been killed. But someone just set us on fire and made a mocking wave at us.
Such you.
Does this mocking wave do any damage?
No.
Do they feel bad? Is it like, does it make them feel really bad?
It
Yeah, one of them-
reverberates 300 feet in the dungeon.
Yeah. One of them, there was like a time in Hobgoblin Junior High, which is the worst version of Junior High, where somebody else did that same mocking wave at him and then like threw him into a locker, and that guy rushes you, Velo.
Oh,
What? They're not allowed to do that.
What? I mean, he runs over to you and hits you with a sword. I don't know what we're arguing about.
Are they allowed to do that?
It's their turn.
They just
Oh,
did.
right. Oh, I just thought they randomly did that.
No. It is their turn.
Nothing is random in Dungeons and Dragons.
All right. Good
Wait a
news.
second.
Yes.
I rolled a 22 versus AC.
Oh, AC, let me just check that.
Yeah, just check that, Velo. Just gonna roll damage just in case while you're checking that.
I think it might hit.
All right. He slices you for 6 damage.
Oh wait, I've got 24 hit points. I'm fine.
All right.
Bring
The
it
other
on.
two, they decide they're not going to do what he did. They kind of rank up and fire arrow shots at you. That seems like a
Okay.
fun thing to do. That
Yeah.
worked for them before.
Go ahead, guys. Don't care.
Well, they rolled really low, so those arrows whistle past you. I'm just not.
How do you know? Maybe I have no defenses whatsoever.
Maybe you have no defenses. The highest one was a 7.
Yes. Or my armor class is 11. I'm good.
All right.
Yes.
So you evade them effortlessly.
Can I have another free action of another mocking wave?
Yes. Now they're real angry. Now they're pissed. Sharwin Hercreel, you're next.
Yeah, she sees the guy who just attacked Velo and is going to make a gesture, and a ray of frost fires out of her fingertips at that guy. It's a 15 versus AC. That's not good.
It plinks off of his sturdy hobgoblin armor.
And then she runs away.
All right.
What? Can
She
not,
leaves
get
the
up in their
room.
face and defend me?
She's right over there by Elena. She's in that sort of doorway down to the south. where
She
there's some
takes cover behind the shadowy rogue. Speaking of the shadowy rogue, Elena, it is your turn. You are standing in the doorway. There's still 4 hobgoblins in the giant grove room, but significantly fewer than started. Your friends are in kind of a weird arrangement here where, I don't know, surrounded is a strong word, but they are certainly kind of flanked by hobgoblins.
That's
There's
not flanking.
there's 3 on one side of you and 1 on the other. I mean,
Here I
They're
am.
basically straight ahead.
all right.
Oh wait, there's that practically dead one down there. I forgot about him because
Well, that was the one. He's actually
Oh, yeah, okay.
unhit.
Yes,
What?
practically dead by being menaced by a spider.
Yeah, he has been menaced by a spider twice.
yeah. That's
So.
practically dead.
Okay, give me a name of one of these hobgoblins. Doesn't matter which one. Give me a name.
Bob.
Bob.
Bob Goblin.
Bob
Bob
Goblin.
Bob Goblin.
Cannon.
Very unfortunate.
Cannon.
I
Which one is that?
Doesn't matter.
All right.
I want to send a message to Bob,
Yeah.
ideally using my deception
Yeah.
because it's higher than persuasion. And I want to say to him, Bob, this is the thought of yours. These are your thoughts. This is you speaking to yourself,
Hello, Bob. This is Bob.
Bob. All right.
They need the lack of authentication on
Basically.
thought messaging is dangerous.
Yes. What are we doing here? They killed our leader. What are we fighting for? We should surrender, guys, and we should call everyone else here and just convince
No,
them to stop
don't
fighting.
call everyone.
I mean,
Send another thought message to our friends.
yes. Let's send a message to Bob.
All right. So you're going to give a deception check that you are talking to that he's talking to himself.
Yes.
All right. I'm figuring out how that's going to work. But roll a deception check.
Is that the 20 plus my?
Yeah, plus your deception.
That's an 8.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll a wisdom check for Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin, because Bob Goblin is not very wise. Let me tell you, the wisdom modifier for Bob Goblin is 0, and we'll see if he is fooled.
It's an opposed wisdom check. I love it.
Yeah. He got an 11.
Oh.
So you see, everyone else is not sure what's going on. In the heat of battle, Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin, it's getting hard to say that. Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin, kind of pauses for a moment, and you see like a look of contemplation on his face, and then like he kind of slaps his hole. He's like, "No, you're in this. You're in this."
I appreciated the ingenuity on that one.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
You were close too. So
Next time,
Yeah.
Bob.
Elena, was that your action or was that what was that?
That was a cantrip.
Okay. Does it count cantrips? It tells you whether it's an action or some other thing. Which cantrip was it?
Message. Oh, it's one action.
Okay, so that was your action.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was an actual spell you had. I just thought it was like a moment of
Just intense staring.
Yeah.
No, I have
Throwing your
this
voice.
cantrip.
So, in fact, Bob Goblin is unaware that he has been the subject of a spell, and I believe message does allow the user or the recipient to reply. So, I guess mainly you get a message back, Olena, that's like, "No, I can do this. I'll be chieftain. This is my chance."
that's some information.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, Bob's ambitious.
Yeah, I mean, I think the message here is that Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin, is an idiot. So, all right. Elena, do you want to move or anything? You happy in the doorway?
I'm hiding. I'm pretty good.
All right.
Yeah.
Dern would be next, except
He's dead.
he's no more. Pour one out for Dern, our least favorite Hobgoblin. Maximilian Thundercliff, you're next.
I'm real torn now because I don't know if I want to kill Bob Goblin.
I do. You do.
The spider's got him under control.
Mike
Don't worry about
just
it.
the spider's got him locked down.
Spider's taking
Mike-
care of it.
Mike Hurley, just to check, I don't know if Max knows who Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin is. He doesn't have a name tag that says hello. My name
Max
is
doesn't care. Max doesn't care.
my name is Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin.
All right. Max approaches Bob Goblin.
It's a family name. So
Looks him square in the eye.
yeah. He holds out a hand. Hello, my name is Bob Goblin, and
I immediately take my battle axe and cut that arm off with a 20 against AC.
all right. That is real bad for Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin, a name I'm looking forward to not saying very much in the future. Roll damage. Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin, why do I keep saying it so much, is currently unscathed, so he may live through this attack.
8 damage.
Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin, there I go again, is badly wounded as you cut a giant slash into his arm.
I feel like I could take an arm off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the arm is still attached, but it is severely compromised.
Okay.
I mean, we could always cure him later.
Yeah,
And,
that's curry favor with the Bob Goblin.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has a son, Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin.
Junior.
Yeah.
And there's
Please,
his brother.
Hobgoblin
please,
Jr.,
please.
the Hobgoblin.
Call me Robert.
Robert Goblin.
Yeah.
The Hobbit Goblin.
Yeah, he is unfortunately a robber. So, Max, anything else on your turn?
No.
All right. Well, you have severely wounded Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin. You've also placed yourself between Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin and your compatriots. El Scorcho, bringing us to the bottom of the round. The room is still rich with targets. Bob Goblin and other non-Bob Goblin Hobgoblins aplenty. What will you do?
First, I want to move over here, and I want to check out Dern's armor.
Yeah.
I want to take it and put it on.
Okay.
You
This
realize
is
we're fighting for our lives here, right?
Yeah, but I'm hoping maybe they'll see one of us as the leader in his armor, and we'll be.
that's a thing you could try doing. So Dern is wearing, I believe it's called splint armor.
Excellent.
Am I saying that right? Is that a thing?
No, that sounds awesome.
What is splint armor? It's made of narrow vertical strips of metal riveted to a backing of leather.
So the theory
It
here
is
is
worn over cloth padding.
if I kill the leader and then wear his shirt, I'm the leader.
Yeah.
Hey,
So
I've seen that
how it
Babylon
works.
5 episode.
Yeah.
So it takes you a turn to get the armor off, and it is Sharwin gives you kind of a look because
Wait, take my whole turn.
yeah.
What if I have a bonus action?
You can do that.
All right. So I have the armor on right now.
And I'm also going to tell you, so the armor, it's got the Hercule family crest on the kind of the chest plate. There's also, while you're taking that, I'll just say you can take this also. Dern has a Hercule family signet ring on a dirty string that he's wearing around his neck.
Need that.
It's a brother.
Yeah.
I got it all. All right.
I mean, in case you hadn't inferred that he had murdered the brother already.
All right, great.
He kept the proof
Wait,
conveniently
what?
on him. Yeah,
Nobody
maybe
tells
they
Sharwin.
met. Maybe they met and like they went on an adventure and then they exchanged shirts at the end of the
Yeah.
adventure as like a memento.
Yeah, it's like a soccer
Like
match.
a football match. Yeah.
Is that a thing they do? Okay, sports.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
UK TPK, it's football.
Football.
Okay.
Football match. On the pitch,
Cool.
they exchange their jerkins. I don't know. What's the word for shirt?
No.
Armor. You're a jerkin.
All right. So there's a naked dead Dern on the floor. I'm wearing his armor and his ring.
Yep.
And I also have these magic rocks that I get to hurl at people as a
Mm-hmm.
action. So I have 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a 60-foot range. So
That's pretty much anywhere in this room, yeah, or at least, especially
All right.
you're in the middle of the room. So yeah.
Take down Bob Goblin for sure.
Oh, should I go for Bob? All right, so I'm going to
Yeah.
go for Bob. I'm going to go for the second closest one, and then just I don't know, this guy up here.
Okay.
And on hit, the target takes bludgeoning damage equal to 1d6 plus your modifier.
So El Scorcher, you step into the middle of the fray,
Yep.
strip the armor from the leader of the hobgoblins, don it yourself,
Yeah.
kind of pop your arms out. You've got the ring dangling from the string around your neck, and then you throw magic rocks at people.
That's exactly what's happening. My whole
Yeah.
I'm like, right, I'm very tall. It's very good. All right, so let's.
Will this be your heroic moment where it all comes together and you win this fight, or will this be a valiant effort that fails and you are all murdered by hobgoblins? For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill. Okay. Cliffhanger.
You lost it at the end.
That's what I do. Sorry, Tiff. I just thought that would be a good place to stop stuff because I was like, what if you just murder all of them? Then it's like, we'll start next time with that. Jason, that was right where we wanted to be on for time anyway.
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Excellent. How is everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
Less
Need a bathroom
dead.
break, though.
Yep.
Not at all worried about these 3 hobgoblins.
Let
Pretty sure I
us live stream. Let us take a 5 or 10 minute break, and we'll be back. And there'll be more hobgoblins, not additional hobgoblins, additional
I hope
activities
not.
with these hobgoblins, and then we'll find out what happens next. How's that?
Sounds good. We will be back
Mhm.
momentarily.
Bye.
Bye.
And we're back. Yay!
Yeah. Are we good to start the next episode?
I think so.
Yes.
All right. Welcome back to Total Party Kill UK Adventures Pyramid. I am your Dungeon Master, Tony Sindelar. We are continuing our adventures in the Sunless Citadel. Our adventures we join them in the midst of a fight with a band of hobgoblins looking to settle a score. Our adventurers have successfully taken out Dern, the hobgoblin leader, but the pack of hobgoblins still poses a threat. We left things off mid-battle as El Scorcho robbed Dern's corpse of his armor and hurled a series of magic rocks at not at our adventurers, at our opponents. We'll find out how that ends very soon, but first, let's remind ourselves of who our players and characters are. First off, it's Adina Hurley. Hi, Adina.
Oh no, I was just thinking of an intro.
So you're ready.
Intro, Olena. Over and out.
Perfect. Followed by Liz Miles. Hi, Liz.
Hi. Do I say I'm playing the thing?
Yeah, you do that right now. That's what we're looking for.
I'm playing Velo, a human warlock, and she is the fire safety officer for the party.
At least part of that sentence is true. Let's just say fire officer. Also here, it's James Thompson, creator of Dice by Pcalc, your favorite dice app created by Pcalc.
I'm Nox, and I'm playing
Oh, it's
James,
back.
who's a human programmer.
Yes. Also here, it's another Hurley. It's Mike Hurley. Hi.
Hello. I would like to let you know that Bob Goblin merchandise is available in the lobby. The Bobby lobby. The Hobby Bobby Lobby Goblin.
I should have negotiated for a percentage of that. Also here, it's Jason Snell.
Hey, Tony, is this the part where we introduce our characters?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Furion, the elf, and he's a wizard, and he's laying in a pool of his own blood right now. So,
As you do.
Was I being mocked
And-
there? Because it was just because Adina was like, are we meant to do like a short, sharp intro now, like 3 words? It was a legitimate question.
It's all fine.
Yep, everything goes.
And finally, Tiff Arment is here. Tiff, it is literally your turn. Remind us who you're playing.
El Scorcho, the Tiefling Druid, and I'm adorned in some sweet new armor
Indeed, you are.
with a fistful of magic stones ready to go.
And we, I don't know why, but I paused us mid-turn, which I shouldn't do because it's confusing. It is literally the middle of your turn. You have stolen some armor and
Yes.
are firing off some magic stones. Can you remind me, there's hobgoblins. There's 4 hobgoblins menacing your group. 2 of them are kind of in melee range. One of them is in fighting with Max. One of them is, fighting with, stabbing Velo. And then 2 of them are hanging back, peppering you all with arrows. Which 3 of those 4 did you want to hit with your magic stones, potentially?
Well, originally I was targeting Bob the Hobgoblin, but I don't know. I don't want to leave him alive. We can be friends. Oh, but he had ambitions earlier,
Yeah.
didn't he? Yeah.
I like that your only criteria for could this person be our friend is they have a name. So
That's all you need. All you need is a name.
I mean, it's possible
Never-
all of the hobgoblins have names. You just don't know them. So
That's what you don't name,
Yeah.
random animal.
Never name your goblins. That's
No,
what they
never
say.
name your goblin.
so those 3 goblins are Snob, Glob, and Ray.
Slippery slope. You can't name the goblins. Just don't.
It's too bad.
Okay.
I did it.
hold on. Let me edit their tokens before they get killed.
Commitment.
Snob Goblin, Gob Goblin.
No, they're
And
just
Ray
Jason just said snob.
Snob, Glob, and Ray. Snob Hobgoblin, Glob Hobgoblin, and Ray Hobgoblin.
So, what are their hobbies?
Well,
And
snobs are
life
real snobs.
interests?
Well, they signed on with Dern for college credit. They're working their way through college. They're trying to get an associate's degree in accounting. All 3 of them. They're part of a.
together.
Do they have
They're
any
like
siblings?
They do
Well,
a
they're-
little bit of a
parents
trench
for?
coat light thing, and they all
No,
go.
no,
to-
no, no,
They
no.
pool
I mean,
their
they're-
credits, and then
it's a study group.
One degree.
They're classmates. Each of them, they were really hoping to be business owners someday. They don't really respect Dern, but it's what they got to make it through the end of the
they're going
semester.
for the
They
Snob
don't respect
Goblin Ray
Dern. Dern's dead,
policy.
but they're
Yeah.
sticking around.
Well, I mean, they have not really had a lot of time to process that or grieve. It's been seconds. So he was really just fresh on the ground, and then someone stole his armor and is throwing rocks at them. It's unclear. They have not covered in class how you're supposed to react to that. So, and in fact, the rocks have not even really landed yet. They're standing looking at each other being like, this was not covered, as those magic rocks get closer and closer to their head. And then we have a flashback in black and white as we see each of them being born, going to school, failing. I want you all to each deeply imprint onto one of these 3 hobgoblins. Be it Snob, Glob, or Ray. Anyway, Tiff, I've interrupted your turn a ridiculous amount.
Got those rocks.
I'm shaking rocks in my hand. I haven't thrown it yet.
Who would you like to target first?
I'm gonna go with my first instinct, which would be Snob, Glob, and Ray.
All right. So Snob first.
Names, so
and is this target armor class, or does this do they roll something?
It's a +4.
So you are rolling it.
I'm rolling.
Rolling. Now hobgoblins are tough. Your number to beat is 18.
Oh, how can I beat an 18 with a 1d6?
No, you roll a d20 to hit.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
That's how.
Which way is the dot? I don't know if it's a 6 or a 9.
It doesn't hit either way.
Doesn't hit either way.
Shoot.
Sorry. All right, so you miss Snob. Another rock comes hurtling at Glob. So roll that one.
20.
That hits.
Glob.
That's Glob. And then your third and final rock is hurtling toward Ray.
18.
18 total. That hits, right? So Snob ducks. Glob and Ray are confused by Snob ducks and get hit in the side of the head with rocks. Roll me damage for Snob. Glob. Jason, we're gonna have to talk about your.
Sounds like you've lost your mind.
Snob, Glob, blah blah, Hobgoblin, blah blah blah.
Bob.
I was really looking forward to Bob the Hobgoblin being dead, and so I wouldn't have to say that anymore. And then somehow my world got more complicated because
someone
Jason
chose to put those names on them. I'm just saying, and it wasn't any of the party.
I try to help. I try to be a nice, friendly person, and I pay for it each and every time.
So since Tiff rolled a 20 to attack Glob, does that mean she gets to roll a double?
Yeah.
Dice?
So when you roll so what would the magic stone normally do? I'm just gonna move them side by side so I can see their names.
1d6 + 2.
So Glob is going to take 2d6 + 2 damage, which is bad for Glob.
Okay. We have a 6.
Good start.
And 1.
So that's 7 + 2 is 9 damage.
Hey.
All right, that stone goes through his head, and Glob tumbles to the ground with just a burning stone-shaped hole in his head.
Oh my Glob!
Oh my Glob! Roll us damage for Ray Hobgoblin. Ray will only take I think it's 1d6 + 2, right?
4 + 2 is 6.
That is enough. He also, though less spectacularly, tumbles to the ground.
I feel so powerful in my new armor.
Yes. Also, technically, your armor class is probably higher because this armor is probably better than whatever you had.
Oh, yeah.
Snob is crestfallen, is unsure how he's going to finish his group project now that 2 teammates are dead. Isn't that always the way with group projects?
2 of them always die.
Yeah, 2 of them always die, and then you're stuck doing it by yourself.
Wow,
I should have gone to a better college.
Yeah, and 2 of us are going to die.
Yeah. So, isn't adventuring the ultimate group project? Speaking of dying, Furion, you're not dead. You're just really, really coated in your own blood.
Yeah, but doing great. And Furion is going to, from his position at the ground, actually, he is going to look over and see that there's 2 hobgoblins.
There's only 2 hobgoblins remaining. They're pretty badly hurt. Elle has really probably been Elle, you have literally brought people back from the death and then murdered more people, which I guess is conserving a balance. So
one of them of their armor.
Yeah, and someone some armor. Later today, you'll give someone armor. I don't know.
So pay it forward. Furion is looking at Snob Hobgoblin because he's one of the ones who shot him.
Yep.
and he makes a little motion from the ground, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air around him for a moment. He must succeed on a wisdom saving throw DC 13.
Are hobgoblins afraid of bells?
It's a dolorous
Also-
bell. They're afraid of dolorous tones.
Noise again.
Is this quite a quiet bell? Because,
It's a bell only he can hear.
Okay.
Oh,
well,
thank goodness.
we know hobgoblins are not the wisest creatures. He rolled a 10, which does not succeed.
He takes 8 necrotic damage.
What happens when somebody is killed by the sound of a bell? Jason, no.
I think he puts his hands by the side of his head and goes, "Ah!" and then just
And then
falls
his
to the
head
ground,
explodes.
and he's dead. Yeah.
Okay. I'll never graduate.
Nobody now. Furion's laying on the ground. Nobody even knows that he was involved with that. It just literally the guy just started to scream and died. But what?
Lying in a puddle of his own blood, Furion gestures and then licks his finger and turns a page in the book.
So that's what that looks like. He says to himself.
Yes, that is what it's like to kill someone from inside their head with the sound of a bell.
A bell. Yep.
Who the bell tolls? Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Tolls for snob.
Yeah. All right. My increasingly regretted that I've named my hobgoblins. Only one remains.
And who is it, Tony? Who is it?
It is Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin. Will the fact that he has the most charismatic name save him? Unlikely. Let us find out. In order for Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin to even get a turn, he needs to survive Nox and Velo's turns, which seems unlikely.
And the spider.
And this.
Can I call you Bobby? No.
Furion also stood up, by the way. He's now
Okay.
Now he stood up.
Nox, still in a pool of your own blood, though there's some Furion blood in there too.
Okay. I am going to step forward
in
front of...
Furion reaches his hand out and pulls him up as a thank you.
Okay. Teamwork.
In front of Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin, and I am going to cast Calm Emotions
on
him.
Are we trying to save this guy?
Which will make him not hostile towards us.
He's a new member of the party.
He will be indifferent about us, but that's good.
Can I murder him anyway?
Well, we might do that. We'll see. So he has to do a charisma saving throw 13.
Now I'm reading the spell because this is the thing I do as a dungeon master. I believe that this targets many people, not just Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin.
You think it's going to make everybody in the room?
I am reading each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere.
Don't make me indifferent to you.
No, I can't.
I'm fine being indifferent.
Oh, that's okay. The spider can still get him.
Well, you see, I had this wonderful plan that he was going to live, and
there could be. I mean, what if you're going to call him you could potentially call him everyone's emotions.
Yeah, but
the downside is you might call him only your team's emotions and not Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin, and so you'll be very serene as he goes around slitting each of your throats one by one.
Okay, I've thought deeply about this, and
guys, got your adventures. You want to die in your sleep as a hobgoblin murders you.
Not just any
hobgoblin.
Fine. I'm just gonna charm him then.
Oh, you don't want to call emotions? I like that.
Surprised you didn't go for charm.
I thought I was gonna, like everybody just chill, kind of calm everything down, but I'm just gonna charm him. So wisdom throw 13.
Let me just remind myself what charm does.
He's going to make. He's again. It's the person you would go out to drinks with after work on a Thursday.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
No one's going to give up a Friday.
Yeah. All right. So here's my question, and I'm opening this up to discussion of the group. Do you think that Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin is resistant to being charmed because you've just murdered all of his friends, or is he susceptible to being charmed because
I think
you've murdered all his friends?
I think he's also
or is it a wash?
He's already thought about it, right? Because Elena planted his that message in his head, and he gave some
that
thought.
Little seed has been growing,
and who's he going to be in charge of now? They're all dead.
Yeah.
Well, maybe these dudes that are
Nox. Let me just
right.
Nox, do you want to say a few words before you cast charm?
No.
All right, then. It's no disadvantage or advantage.
You're a great bard.
Yeah.
No words.
No words. He went to the mime school of barding. So.
That was not the college I picked.
All right, so I'm making a wisdom save.
Yeah.
9.
He fails.
All right.
So he's now in our party and
He
will
is-
come with us
well,
for the rest of the adventure.
He is your co-worker.
Yeah, that's what we are. We're
Yeah.
co-workers.
Yeah,
Also,
I mean, we had-
just to remind you, because we've had a lot of charming in this adventure, because you're charming people, that there are the potential thing about charm. How long does charm last?
An hour.
5
And
hours.
what happens after that hour?
They
They
remember
like
everything.
us even more.
And they specifically remember
That we charmed them.
that you charmed them, and that all
thus
their
saved
feelings
their life.
and
So
their
they're very
feelings for
grateful.
you are a lie.
I feel like a strong gust of wind could kill Bob Goblin, so I'm not particularly.
It would be
concerned
a
about
pretty good
remembering
gust of
everything.
wind, but I mean, he could. I was just saying, like, make sure you like hold his hand when you're going up and down
So,
stairs.
His half removed hand.
The reason that I think we need him alive is we need we don't know what we're going back through.
Something to feed to the dragon?
Well, that's a possibility. But the thing is, now that we've charmed him, we can ask him what happened. Because we want to know what's going on above. So we can now say,
All
then
right.
we can kill him.
please tell us what has happened in the intervening 6 months.
It's not been 6 months. It's been less than 24 hours. So, well, Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin, really hoping you were going to kill him, it was the last remaining foe. So you are now out of combat. You might want to take a couple minutes to heal and,
Yes.
And kind of recollect what you're doing. How's that?
Short rest.
Keep in mind, how long's a short rest?
Uh-oh.
It's
4
a short
hours.
rest.
Don't we have potions? Someone has a whole bunch of potions.
Yeah, I think Furion had potions.
Yeah. I don't know what
Hang
they
on,
are.
did I get I got Molotov cocktails at some point, I'm sure.
Listen,
They're not healing.
I remember that. I was curious if Liz would remember that. Also, it's interesting that when the discussion of potions came up, that's why
I
they
have
are
my
not.
fire potions.
They are not for imbibing. I mean, they're not medicinal.
So I can I've got lots of spell slots for curing. So I can
So my one question for you is: I believe that a short rest in 5e. Do you know how long it is? Because I know how long it is.
I believe it's an hour.
20
Yes.
minutes.
No,
So he
it's an
won't be
hour.
charmed anymore.
Yes.
Well,
so
at
if
the
we
end
have
of
a
it-
short rest, he won't be charmed. If we could cure some wounds and not have a short rest.
Yeah, because we don't have that many wounded.
Yeah, it's just me and
Yeah, I just wanted to get my action surge back, but it's not that important.
I have cure wounds.
What's the
And I'm a
what's the
13
name
out of
for-
17.
What's the name for
I can
Molotov
touch some people.
cocktail in this game?
Alchemist fire.
Thank you.
Liz, didn't you go to law school?
Yes.
They didn't teach you all the
Not-
names for Molotov cocktail.
Not in Adventureland or wherever
Oh.
this
Oh.
is.
Oh, that seems less useful.
Scotland, not the same
Scotland.
Yes.
as Adventureland.
Scotland, not
This game is set in Scotland. Canon.
That's a filthy lie.
Well, we don't know which part of it is.
Oh no, wait, Adventures Fire. That's right.
Alchemist fire.
Alchemist Fire. No, I did put that in. Oh,
All
what do I
right.
mean? I've
So,
got 4.
so what's the plan here? Do we need any healing? We should pump Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin, for
yeah, I think
information.
before we do anything, we should find out what the lay of the land is as far as Bob Goblin is aware.
Mhm. Surely Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin, the intelligence officer of this Hobgoblin crew.
Bob Goblin, what's been going on up here since we last passed through? What happened there, Bob Goblin?
Oh,
the
hey,
Hobgoblin?
hey, Furion. Somehow I know your name because of the magical effects of charm, and I think of you as a coworker, but not like a close coworker.
I'm sorry, I didn't get your name actually. What's your name?
Oh, Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Can I
to-
add you on LinkedIn?
Hey, buddy. Sure.
No.
What would they call LinkedIn in Dungeons and Dragons world?
Chain link 10.
Chain
yeah,
link.
yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Add a link to my chainmail.
yes. Sorry, what were you saying?
What's been going on? We passed through and came down into the depths. What
Yeah,
has been
you,
going on since then?
You caused a lot of trouble for Dern over there. Whoa. Yeah, he was real upset about that whole thing. Lost a lot of face.
He
Well,
literally.
lost a lot of blood as well.
He's really lost his face now, though, hasn't he?
Because I hit him in the face with my battle axe.
Did you get that thing I sent you yesterday? Anyway. Well, I mean, not a lot. Things were real chaotic with the whole goblin tribe because you murdered a lot of them. A lot ran away, and so it kind of felt like, sure, he was alive, but he wasn't really chieftain of anything. So I don't know. I think probably a couple episodes, couple hours after you guys left,
Nice.
Dern basically gathered together. Some goblins came back from patrol. I was one of them, and he got us all together, and he brought us down here to the Grove level, and we've been looking for you.
So no sign of what's going on up with the kobolds?
Yeah, I don't know, but we've been down here for most of a day now. So anything could happen. Things were kind of abandoned when we left.
He wasn't quite as useful as I thought.
No, I was not.
Kind of want to kill him.
I mean,
I won't without general consensus, but
Bob Goblin hears this and he starts listing some of his ways that he can help you while Velo is slowly circling around behind him with a blade. Well, what else could I do you? I could I got a linoleum siding guy that if you ever need help with that,
how about
I
this?
could teach you Hobgoblin Pinochle. Do you want to learn that?
Are there other hobgoblins roaming around here, or have we pretty much taken care of all of you guys except you?
He does a quick survey of the room just to make sure that none of the hobgoblins that you killed is only badly wounded, and he's like, nope, that was us.
Oh, so now I know about Dern, Bob Goblin, but I see that there's 7 other hobgoblins in this room.
Plus, I think there were some that you killed the day before, right?
Right.
Yeah,
right.
that's us.
Okay, so these 7 in the room. I mean, I know Dern's name and I know your name, but I don't know the name of the other 7. Could you tell me the other 7's name?
Oh, well, that's Snob over there.
Yeah.
That's Glob.
Uh-huh.
That is that's Ray.
3. Great.
Yep.
4.
Over there. That's Hob the Goblin.
Hob the Goblin.
No.
Hob
Sorry.
the Hobgoblin.
Hob the Hobgoblin. We call him Hobby.
Okay. 5.
Yep. Over there, that guy, Cobb. His name's actually Charles, but he smokes a corn cob pipe.
Okay.
So
6.
Yes. And him over there, Fob.
Uh-huh.
And 7.
All the keys.
What are the names of all the hobgoblins we killed yesterday?
Wait, does Bob have keys on him?
Yeah, Fob must have all the keys for the doors.
We should
probably
get some keys.
Oh, the ones upstairs?
Yeah, what are all
Well,
their
I was
names?
not as big a fan of them, but there was Little Bob. So
Is there a Big Bob? Is there a curly?
well, I'm just Bob Goblin. He's Bob the Hobgoblin, but they call him Little Bob just so that you don't want there to be confusion.
Curly Bob.
Is he actually shorter than you?
A little bit.
By how much?
I mean, do you know Hobgoblin units of measurement?
Yes.
Okay, he's 4 squash shorter.
Wow, that's not very much, is it? Who's the tallest hobgoblin?
Well, Dern was.
Was.
I mean, I guess I am
chopped
now.
off his head.
All right.
Well, me now. So,
Well, this has been great.
Do you have ambitions to set up a new hobgoblin society down here?
well, I'll run that up the flagpole. I'm not sure how the higher ups are going to feel about that. I'm not
Who are the
entirely
higher
sure.
ups? Who are the higher
Yeah.
ups?
I'll be honest. I'm not sure who they are at this point. We got a real crisis of leadership here.
Where's the flag?
Do you feel you're up to being leader?
I kind of see myself more as a middle manager, like a connector, gets things done. I thought with a lot of hard work, maybe I could be kind of a hobgoblin project manager. I'm more of a behind the scenes crunch the numbers kind of guy is what I'm saying.
Aw.
So you talk to the customer so the engineers don't have to.
Yeah. You ever meet a hobgoblin engineer? You did. 3 of them. You just killed them.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Oh, we kind of ruined your career plans there.
Well, and in some ways you create a lot of openings, but you gotta, it's,
we are here to help the hobgoblin economy.
I see this as a big time. It's time to pivot is what I'm saying.
All right.
I mean, in the Hobgoblin world, head count is an actual thing.
It's true. All right, can we get out of here?
Jason, did I name a sufficient number of hobgoblins for you?
You actually were 1 short. I was counting you up.
All right.
Triumphant number 7.
Zob. Zob is the
Zob. Okay.
Yeah, he's the junior hobgoblin.
He's named after the magic missile knowledge.
Right.
So there, you happy? Is that what it takes to?
Yes.
Did he have a
players
twin
happy?
brother? Did he have a twin brother called Zib? But
We
that
don't
twin
know.
brother died
So
at a very young age.
I have one more question for Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin, which is how do you feel about spiders? Are you afraid of them or not? And did you notice that a
Ooh, good
spider was trying to
question.
bite you?
Very good question.
I gotta say, indifferent.
All right.
Yeah,
Do you like
Can
this
we have a
particular
minute to
spider?
he
Do
seems
you want to be
fine.
friends with it? The
I
spider
mean,
goes and crawls up Bob Goblin the Hobgoblin.
when you live in a dungeon, you can't be picky.
Yeah, but this is a really nice spider, right? Nicest spider.
Yeah, I don't know. They always seem kind of crunchy to me.
Can we kill him now? He was rude to the spider.
Well, first, do we think he's going to be useful upstairs?
No.
No.
Because he doesn't seem to know much.
I feel
No.
kind of attached to him. I think we should just knock him out.
If there are no
I've changed my mind.
hobgoblins left, what can we legitimately use him for?
He could. I mean, he's.
Oh.
I mean,
We could feed him to the dragon.
But
yeah,
Charm, well,
I think we should take him with us. As
Present for the
If he's
kobolds.
willing to come
no,
with
well,
us, he may
doesn't.
not be.
I don't think we want to tell him he's going to be food.
No. We
Yeah.
could offer for him to come with us, but as coworkers who go out on Thursday night after work, he may not. He may have other plans. We can't
to him,
coerce him
yeah.
like that.
Well, we could go to the pub with him then.
might have a date.
Like,
Yeah,
let's-
I mean, we have a tavern that we
Yeah.
were in.
We're headed
before,
out
which is quite
if he
nice.
wants to come along.
Well, I mean, I could pop by for a little bit, but I shouldn't stay long.
cool.
All right.
Okay. Well, we
Sounds about right.
We're going to head out now. You
Did
wanna
you-
come along with us?
I'm not sure what's left. I mean, I guess I could stay here and bury all these guys.
Nah.
Nah.
The rats will get them.
Do you want to make a persuasion check, Knox?
yeah.
You have advantage because he is a coworker.
And charmed.
The rats. will
My
eat them.
persuasion is +7.
Mhm.
What?
And I rolled a 16 plus 7. That's quite a lot.
23.
Oh, you're right. I never get out. So the only one concern is that you do have the ticking clock of that hour.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, but I think he might die if he stops being charmed. Like, he might want to pretend to be charmed for a very long time if he wants to live.
yes.
That's a
He'll
good
be
point.
faking it for the rest of the adventure, but he'll pretend to be our friend.
Yeah.
Just like all co-workers.
Yeah. So, do we want to cure some people?
Hey, there's spiders in the conference room. Check them out. Get them while they're fresh. Offices.
Are we,
Yeah,
are we curing wounds?
it's not the same since they stopped doing frogs.
Wound curing?
Yeah. I can cure like 4 people, but
wow.
that'll be all my magic slots gone.
Okay, I've taken 6 hit points damage, but I'm cool. I'm feeling pretty sturdy.
Let's get out of here.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm gonna cure myself because I'm down low.
Does anyone want to cure Bob Goblin?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
He's like, he
Um,
sees all of you curing each other, and he's like, "Hey, any left?"
Nope.
Sorry,
Aw.
just finished.
Would he
Just-
like us more when he's uncharmed if we cured him?
I don't think. Well,
I mean, we're gonna have to see how useful he is in the next like 10 minutes, and if he's not,
Oh,
so I'm gonna cure myself as a physician.
I think we just need to keep him around, so Tony has to keep saying his name.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I mean,
They
that
figured
was-
it out.
That was my motivation,
Yeah.
really. But
I feel
so
like
mean. So mean. I wanted to kill him. Remember that, Tony.
I will remember that.
Him.
I remember that list of files. I gave you Molotov cocktails. I feel like that,
I know
which was
that I
One
want
of-
more Molotov.
pretty high on the list of mistakes I've made.
Kieran, do you need
I
curing?
forgot about that.
I was gonna cure myself.
I'm down 4. It's not terrible. I don't have a lot. I only have 13, but my max is 17.
So I just rolled 6 plus 3, so 9. So
I mean, I
I'm
can
at-
top you off. I got a bunch
Sure.
of slots.
Great.
Yeah?
I'm
Let's-
at 19, so that's probably fine.
Sharwin kind of elbows Velo and says, "Is it safe to bring a hobgoblin with us?"
Which one's Sherwin?
Well, he's charmed.
Sharwin is
Our new friend.
Yeah.
What?
All right.
Oh, Sharwin. Yeah, pronunciation. I'm gonna say, well, I was all for killing him, but these guys are like, whatever. So, I don't know. Lady who shoots things. So, what are you about? Can I have some of your magic? Can I have some of your stuff? You got any
I'm a little
goodies
bit-
in there? Charms,
No, the
amulets, Molotovs.
I'm sorry, I don't.
Swap you a Molotov for a cool thing.
I was in the thrall of a tree for a long time and
Yeah.
don't really have much to my name right
Yeah.
now. But when
So,
we get
I
back,
mean-
my family is very well off, right? So,
Can
as
I
you
have?
know,
Can I have
Yes.
extra stuff that you don't tell the others about? Because I like stuff.
so we should get
Sharwin
going.
walks away. All
That's-
right.
Kieran, I gave you 4 health.
Thank you.
So, in the southeast corner of the room, there is a large hole in the ceiling with vines hanging down from it, which you know is the path up to the upper level of the dungeon from where you started. Correct?
I think we should
Yeah.
go that way.
Let's
Do you want to go that way?
Mhm.
Let's get outta here.
Or we could kill more civilians over here.
All right. Let me bring you to that map. You will be in the top left corner of that map once it loads for you.
Ooh, spooky.
Oh, that map's tiny. Okay.
That
Oh,
map's
where are we?
black. Oh,
Top
there-
left
Once
corner.
we're in the whole room.
Everything's black.
Oh, I forgot how to scroll.
This is
Oh,
the
I see
throne
it,
room
I
that
see
this
it.
was Dern used to hang out here in the chair.
But there's a
Indeed.
distinct lack of dragon.
I'm
You
feeling like-
return to Dern's former throne room, the Hall of the Goblin Chief, though it was used by Hobgoblin for a while, since Dern and his little group of gang of Hobgoblins kind of deposed the goblins and seized power here. And it doesn't look like this chamber, has been used much since you passed through here. It's been about a day, right? Because basically you went down into the Grove level and spent a day in the Grove level dealing with the troubles there. You defeated the evil druid. You rescued Sharwin, but you did also have to sleep down there at some point. So it's been a day. But you
Are
are
there
back.
any goodies around the throne?
I
Like,
believe that you searched this room pretty thoroughly when
Yeah.
you were here.
Did we
Yeah.
murder people here or something?
I don't know. I think you murdered people adjacent to here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
in
just
the
in
other
the room
room.
below.
Didn't we
I-
take
I,
we took a nap here?
James
Yeah,
knows
that
all
sounds-
about it from constructing
Yes.
Lego dioramas of this
I
area.
have looked at all of these places in great detail.
Okay.
Excellent.
Should we keep
Um,
going then?
So there are two. You are in a circular chamber with a big pit leading down to the grove in the middle. There are 2 doors off of this chamber. I have hidden the map because things may have changed and your memory may not be perfect. But there are 2 doors off of this chamber. I'm interested to see how much our players who have not played in some time remember
So-
about the map or what
Bottom right is the big room where we had our huge battle, where there was hiding behind sofas and
I think
all
we should.
sorts.
Oh wait, we should send a familiar either under the door,
yes.
or we could just open it because there's no
And,
traps.
and what
there.
was
We'll
at
be
the
fine.
what was at the top right, James?
That was a corridor which linked round. So it's a long corridor that then goes down. So we could kind of avoid this big room. I think.
Or we could charge in like Furion did last time and be attacked by everyone.
Hmm.
Yes, it was that room.
Yeah.
I like the familiar. Let's have a quick look under the door.
Let's have a peek see. Okay, I can send Mr. Spider. Where's my spider?
Not familiar with the familiar anymore.
Spider.
Just give me a second. I remembered Fox, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I forgot
remember the
spider.
fox.
Well, Fox has been with us since the beginning.
I may have
Yeah,
set
the
up the
spider's
map
just a-
before the spider was of it there. I'm not sure. And then I did bring over Hobgoblin the Hobgoblin. So
Yeah,
Well,
we appreciate that.
The spider, which has stealth +4 and dark vision for 30 feet. Oh.
Ooh.
hold on. I'm
Um,
copying it from one thing to
It's
another.
basically like night vision goggles with legs.
Fox is
yes, and a poison attack.
it's a therapy weasel.
Hmm.
Hmm.
How many hit points does the spider have?
Can't be very many. It's a spider.
50.
What?
Where's his hit points? Armor class. His armor class is higher than mine.
Some of those spiders, you try and step on them and they don't die.
What?
Yeah.
That's not true. Stop telling horror stories.
It's true.
It doesn't have hit points. That
It's
can't be right.
probably 1 because it's a spider.
But it's very small. So
Then what?
very-
Oh yeah, it does have hit points. It is 1.
Yes.
All
All right.
Hit point.
So, Vela, have you named your spider?
Don't name the spiders.
No,
Don't
no,
name it.
it's a nameless spider. It's
All right. So the spider will creep under the door,
yes.
and this is, to be clear, the southeastern door.
Meow. Yes, there we go.
All right. Let me reveal some map for you.
Hello, Pixie. Also, I can sense and see what spider
Oh.
sees.
Oh, that looks.
What's this about? Who are these dudes?
It's kobolds.
All right. In the room beyond.
Wait, these are buddies, right? Meepo loves us, yeah? Meepo still loves us.
So we've got dragon.
People, there are
Meepo.
listeners for this podcast. We should talk to them a little bit.
Yeah.
So, the room beyond was once the great hall of the goblins, where basically it was their communal living space. And as you remember, the main feature of this room, other than it is very big, is the pile of trash on the southern wall. The spider
Just with the
creeps.
sofa,
The spider creeps under the door and discovers on the other side of the door rows of kobolds that appear to be doing some kind of like calisthenics in a formation. There are several kind of slightly more severe looking kobolds kind of clustered on the corners of the far side of the room. Karalax, the ice dragon, is curled up on a pile of trash, and in front of all of the kobolds, leading them in their kind of strange rituals that they're doing, is one Meepo the kobold. The kobolds begin to chant.
What are they chanting?
Meepo, Meepo, he's our leader.
Oh my goodness!
He deserves a throne of cedar.
Oh, on the one hand,
Karalax is a dragon. He eats our foes by the wagon. And then they repeat that.
I kind of want to like sneak around the other way because I have the horrible feeling Meepo has become a power mad lunatic.
That would be fun.
And we're gonna have to take him out.
There are several. The room, it has been a little tidied up. The trash has been a little bit more kind of clustered in the pile. Somebody has removed the many goblin corpses that you all created. There's also there's several very dramatic crimson tapestries around the hall. They seem to kind of depict, I guess it's Meepo and Karalax in kind of triumphant poses.
Oh
I mean, it sounds like Tony's done a lot of work for this room.
I really
so if we just walk
we should
round the other way,
Let's just walk around the other way.
To be fair, there's no way that that's actually a tapestry of Meepo because we've been gone like a day.
A lot can happen.
I don't know.
Is the crimson dye, is that blood?
Mhm.
Or they dyed with blood? Is it the blood that we left them, so they owe us money for that dye?
Well, the real question is, do we want to go into this room or do we want to sort of sneak out of here and go away?
It because our dungeon master was mean about something or other that I can't
but
remember.
He's created rhymes.
He does. Also, I feel narratively, as we're reaching the end of this adventure, not to say goodbye to Meepo and see what's up with the dragon might be unfulfilling. And you sneak away.
No.
Goodbye. The end.
Yeah,
You guys are adventurous. You get to decide what you're going to do.
This is Dungeons and Dragons and not a novel.
I go in. He's the dragon.
Yeah, I mean that they liked me the last time I was here.
Okay, first though, I think Velo's familiar is going to have a little pop up to this door here and just have a peek under it as well.
Good,
just
good
for
idea.
completionist
Good
sake.
idea.
Yeah.
You can also disguise Max as a dragon.
Because like there could be a rockfall there. So, oh no, there's no rockfall. It's perfectly safe.
The familiar peeks under the door. You see a long corridor heading off to the east.
Okay, I'm just going to pop up to there. I have a distance of 100 feet the spider can go, and I can see what he's seeing, kind of.
I would be kind of sad to not have Meepo in the story again before.
I think we should kick Bob-Goblin, the Hobgoblin, down that hole.
Yeah, and so hey, presents for the coronation.
Go in, bye.
That's actually an interesting point. At this point, if we walk into the room with Bob-Goblin, the Hobgoblin, as part of our overall work group, that might not be a good.
It's not going to be good for anybody, including Bob.
Down the hole.
Bob is going to die either way.
Oh my
so
let's just tell Bob.
Eventually, we all die.
Let's just tell Bob all the kobolds and a dragon are in there, and you might want to get out of here and just have him just leave.
Yeah, go back.
You know what? I think there might be there was a tunnel off of that cave where the other hobgoblin with the hat lived. I'm just gonna go check that out if that's good with you guys.
See you, Bob-Goblin.
See you at the pub on Thursday.
All right.
Bye,
Text me. Bye.
He means to have Elena send him a Mendel message.
Yes.
All right, who's going in first?
So is that okay? Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin, is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So long as he can make a return in a few.
He high fives you guys on the way, and then
Great. I like
climbs down the tunnel.
He does like a sort of, he goes around the circle, high-fiving everyone, and then goes down.
Hey, this guy, a lot of finger guns from Hobgoblin.
I love this guy.
I think Nox.
Slide to his.
I'm gonna go in, and if they kill me,
We'll sneak around the other way. Done.
I think it's good to send Nox in first.
yeah. So
Already at the door.
All right, I pop in and then just say.
So you just march into the room.
Yeah.
No,
Hi, guys.
You could knock first, knock politely, and pop your head round and say,
knocks. I'm the one who knocks.
Yes.
All right, so Meepo is pacing
I
back and
enjoyed the
forth.
laugh in that sound.
The kobolds are chanting and marching in place as Meepo paces in front of them. Nox opens the door, boldly strides into this giant kind of throne room type configuration, and
Hey, Meepo, how's it going?
Meepo whirls around, sees you, and yells, "Seize him!"
I knew it! I knew it! I told you!
Oh,
I told you! He's gone mad! Oh my god. Okay, it's too late for Nox. We gotta go around the other way.
Nox, the kobolds at the back of the group here just look like commoners. They're not armed. So there's just to kind of give you a lay of the land here. There's several different types of kobolds in this room. There's several rows of just commoners. They're unarmed. There's a couple. It looks like there's 6 kobolds that got kind of spears. They don't look that tough. They look equivalent to Meepo. And then there's 4 kind of elite kobolds with they've got armor and funny little helmets and spears, and they look kind of tough and stern. And then, of course, there's Karalax the dragon sleeping on top of the pile of trash. So the commoners kind of cluster around you and like they're reaching out to hold your arms. They are unarmed. They are just the littlest, most defenseless of kobolds, just trying to grab your arm.
Is this a friendly seize, like a "come on up here, buddy"? How
It
you
didn't
doing?
sound like that, but I don't want to murder everyone just yet. Because
Okay,
you there are, just to be clear, there are, I guess we should give our listeners a number. There's more than a dozen kobolds in this room.
18 kobolds in this room, Tony.
If we'd murdered Bob Goblin, the Hobgoblin, and then
You did not murder him.
rest,
You sent him away. You spared the life of a
and
hobgoblin.
then had a rest, some of us could have had all our magic powers back.
And yet you did not think to do that.
But we are going
I'm
to
blaming all of them if we die.
take non-violent actions here.
It's our way. It's our way.
Up to you,
everyone.
Noxie. Go on. Find out what's going on here.
So
Sacrifice your life for the group.
no.
Meepo, what's with the seasoning? We're friends.
Okay. The kobolds are going to try and kind of push you toward the front of the group. How's that?
like a crowd surfing situation.
Well, I mean, he's on the ground, but you know, they're going to kind of shove you through.
Crowd surf him to the front.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's too large for them to pick up, quite honestly. So
Okay. And
they'll close again behind him. Really?
Meepo, so you're standing there. 2 of the kobolds trying to kind of push you so that you're sitting or kneeling on the ground, Nox, but you're a dragonborn.
I'm still taller.
Yeah, also you're a dragonborn. I don't think they have the ability to do that unless you wanted to do that. So
I'll go along with it.
All right.
Let's see where this goes.
Meepo attempts to loom over you. He is, of course, still a good head shorter than you, even when you're kneeling on the ground. So he looms up at you, and he kind of looks stern, and he stands right over you, and he kind of whispers to you. He's like, "I always wanted to say that."
Oh my god!
Seize him. It feels good. No hard feelings, right?
None at all. And I always knew you were the best person for the job.
Can they high five and bro hug?
Yeah.
Yeah, the other kobolds look at you suspiciously. Meepo says, "I'm kind of in charge now. I mean, Karalax is calling the shots, but she sleeps a lot, so it's me a lot. How's it going? Where are your friends? Are they okay?"
We burnt a big tree and lots of little trees and some medium-sized trees.
Mention the hobgoblins. Mention our hobgoblin murder.
And we killed all but one of the hobgoblins. We left one alive as a warning to...
Oh, wow, that's great. Hold on. I should write this down. Left one alive. Smart. The kobolds are looking at Meepo impatiently as he's having a whispered conversation with his prisoner. And so Meepo kind of like peeks over your shoulder, knocks, and says, "Go clean some stuff, guys." And the kobolds kind of start, running around the chamber, doing chores.
Hey, Meepo, shall I invite the rest of the gang in?
Oh yeah, totally.
Gang.
Hey, everybody! More people are coming. They're friends.
We could still kill them all. I think inside my head.
All right. So the rest of you, followed by Sharwa and Hercriel, head into the throne room where Meepo is hanging out. Also, Karalax the dragon is sleeping on a pile of trash.
What up?
And we rescued Sharwin here, who was under the thrall of an evil tree.
Evil tree? Wow. And that's like the whole reason you guys were here, right?
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations.
We did come here to meet you as well. But,
well, you're too kind.
Cleared out a lot of real estate for you if you want to
expand.
There's
Guys. I'm in charge of the tribe now. I mean, like, again, Karalax is kind of in a new position, but like, I'm like the kobold queen now.
I have one question.
Yeah.
Where is the kobold queen?
Oh, she's around. I mean, like, she's still important, but she just is not a symbol of power that she once was. She gracefully steps aside.
Much like the real queen.
What happened?
Well, I had the idea because you guys killed all those goblins that we would take over their base because their base it's really great, guys. Yeah. And there's still a bunch of goblins left. We gave them our old base.
Sounds like a win-win.
Yeah.
Wait. You gave them your old base.
Yeah.
So
you gave them.
They are between us and the exit.
The exit. What's an exit?
Well, remember where we found you? Not far from there, you get up to the top of the citadel, and we can go back to town.
I'm pretty sure this is the top of the citadel. What's a town?
It's like a different citadel somewhere else.
That doesn't make any sense.
Have you seen the big blue room?
No.
Wow, do you want to take a trip? Expand your
horizons?
I
got a lot of work to do here now.
Could you maybe have one
of
your
heavy is the head where's the crown?
Could you have maybe one of your kobold buddies here, one of your those who serve you, lead us back to a safe way, kind of out of through kobold territory and back to where maybe we met you?
Oh yeah, there's the back door which we took to get here, right?
Okay, so
or there's the front door, which is the direct route.
If you swap territories, how did the goblins decide to leave here and go to your old place?
Well, we told them which way to go. I mean, it wasn't really given to them as a choice. That's what I'm saying.
Under threat of dragon.
And you didn't kill them because...
Well, I mean, a lot of people had died. I mean, it really,
You're like a ceasefire with them?
Well, I mean, a lot of them did not like have weapons or anything.
So, involuntary ceasefire?
Well, I mean, like, scores of people died yesterday. It was a whole thing.
Right. Oh, okay. Right. There was not us.
Yeah, we killed lots.
Oh, okay. I thought they might have killed some as well.
No,
there was a few, but it was mainly you guys. Yeah. I don't know. They may not be happy to see you, or maybe they'll be terrified of you. I don't know.
So, what would be the best? If we wanted to minimize our interaction with goblins and just get back up to the, as high as we can go in the citadel, sort of like back where you were, how would we do that? What would be our best path, the front door or the back door?
I guess the back door, but not by much.
I think, did we not promise to leave some gold for
Oh my god, don't bring that up!
She's sleeping.
Yeah, but I'm just like a token.
Leave her a little bit of we can leave her a little bit of gold.
I think we should leave.
I'll have to leave some gold.
Yeah, we made a deal.
And
we're getting a lot of gold from the Hercriels.
We didn't. We got gold, but we're giving them real estate. We're giving them land, and isn't that so much worth so much?
We claimed that land. Thank you.
I'm not talking to you. We cleared out of things that could kill you, so you can expand into it. So I think we really deserve to be paid, but because the thing is,
we didn't actually get much treasure down there, and we're going to get a whole lot more outside. So if we leave a percentage of the treasure we got down there,
You don't have to
isn't
give away
much.
any of your Molotov cocktails, though.
I'm
Yeah.
not do. I would. You could take my Molotovs from my cold dead
Mhm.
hands. Was
Burning.
it hands?
15 gold
Dead.
I could throw at him.
All right, well,
Yeah.
let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave my 15 gold tip.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
leave. Yeah,
We
leave a little
said
tip
we
for
were
Meepo.
going to tip well.
We're gonna
so-
slip some silver pieces to Meepo.
I
Okay.
leave nothing.
Meepo hands those off to a kobold nearby with little spectacles, who counts them and takes a log of them. Meepo says, "Oh, thank you, appreciate it. It's always good to pay up 10% of whatever you claimed in the dungeon below. That's how we do things. I would be remiss as your friend and noble leader of the kobold chieftain that we I believe that the kobold tribe owes you something as well."
Yes, you do. Correct.
Because you helped me liberate Karalax.
What is it? Can we have some stuff? What is
It
it?
was, it was a choice of things. I
Indeed,
think.
it was. I will honor the
Key.
agreement made by my former queen, and you have your choice. It is either this key that was in. I took it with us when we switched throne rooms. It was in the mouth of that dragon statue. I don't know what that does. Probably you don't want to get bogged down in other adventures while you're on your way out, right? That's how people die. Or you get choice of some of these things. Don't really know what they do. He points to kind of a pile. It's set aside from the pile of trash over in the corner. It does look like it is all the stuff that was hastily moved from the previous Goblin Queen's throne room to here. You just spy from a distance. It looks like there's basically some small magical items. It looks like there's some spell scrolls, some kind of flask, and a token that is shaped like a tree. So, I believe that you were promised 2 of these.
Ooh. Does this tree token, would that have been useful at the tree?
Can we look at the? Is there anything I can do, like maybe Arcana check or something to try and
Yes.
detect
Yeah.
what these things are?
Mm-hmm.
We hand them to our.
I
appraiser.
rolled a critical success for
Yes.
Arcana.
Right. So you study these things. Furion flips back and forth in his book. Occasionally has to consult some things. So there are 3 spell scrolls. Again, you are entitled. There's basically 5 objects total, Furion, and I believe you're entitled to 2 of them. The 3 spell scrolls are Mage Armor, Spider Climb, and Knock. Knock, not Knocks.
Mm-hmm.
There is a flask that contains 3 doses of Elixir of Health.
Ooh,
Oh,
we
nice.
should get that
Sounds
one.
good.
And the tiny object that looks like a kind of like it's got like a tree, but also looks like a tree made of feathers. It is a feather token. It is Qual's feather token. And specifically, you need to be out. You would know, Furion, you must be outdoors to use this token, both for safety and magic properties. You can use an action, touch it to an unoccupied space on the ground. The token disappears, and in its place, a non-magical oak tree springs into existence.
Ooh, let's get that too.
The
That
tree is
sounds
60
fun.
foot tall and has a 5-foot diameter trunk. It creates a tree.
Yes. You know what happens if we make an oak tree? We can set it on fire.
There are also presumably non-magical trees in the world.
I say we take the flask
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
and one of the scrolls.
I say we take the flask and the oak tree.
All right, I'm okay with that.
I mean,
Oh
I
my
don't-
god, why are you listening to me? It's an oak tree. Jeez.
well, we could put
Climb
the
it.
oak tree underneath the
seashell.
tavern and then activate it.
It has
And
to be
then put
outside.
the tavern.
to
Well,
be outside.
If there's a climate control problem in the Dungeons and Dragons world, we have burnt down a tree. So maybe
So we can plant a
so
tree.
a tree.
we have to plant. We have to be carbon neutral in this.
Yes, we are carbon neutral adventurers in the pyramid.
Stole my joke.
So I think we
Oh no!
take the tree token. and
It's
we-
it's a
Okay.
carbon offset, is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh my
credit.
gosh. I
okay. Do we want to have a small rest before we proceed?
Yes.
that we can
Please
recharge our
have a
stuff?
small rest before you proceed. He snaps his fingers, and kobolds scurry around to provide you with beverages and light
Oh.
crudités.
They fit it.
Okay, I would like to taste this beverage. What does it taste like, please?
It tastes like water.
Oh.
That's actually pretty good for kobolds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got like alcohol from the other dudes. So.
I think that was just vinegar.
I think when we get to town, it was just vinegar. I think when we get to town, we can have a nice drink at the pub. So we gotta.
Yes.
So we take a rest, and then are we getting out of here with our?
Let's get out of here.
Yes, please.
I think that's so.
With our carbon
we
offset
have a
and our
rest.
flask.
Tree and a flask.
Sorry.
All right.
Took the tree.
So whatever singing happens, and we're all good. There we go.
Indeed, you are.
Sorry.
Did you have a question, Tiff?
I do. What was the armor I stole? What kind of
It
armor?
was called splint armor.
Okay, thanks. I figured out how to put it in my inventory now. So thanks.
Excellent.
Yeah.
It's probably better than what you had. The only question is, are you able to use it? Because sometimes you're not.
Also,
All
the
right.
Hercreel family may want it back, but
They may want it back.
Now I'm
Hide it in a sack before
We,
we
we
get
might
there.
not want to be wearing it when we go back to the mansion.
well, Sharwin has seen you with it too.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I can add it. Bam.
All
We
right.
can.
Added.
So you've had your rest. You've had some light kobold finger food. Meepo Carlax continues to sleep. Meepo kind of gathers you up and says, "Friends, you have truly changed everything about the Citadel. Things will never be the same, thanks to you. No doubt we will never cross paths again, but I wish you well in your travel, and one of my interns will see you out."
Even if we never cross paths again, we will never forget you.
Ah,
We'll never forget you, Meepo.
group hug.
No.
Yep, group hug.
Oh,
Group
I was
hug with
really
Meepo.
scared that you were going to die, Meepo, but I'm glad that we made sure you didn't die in our adventure thing.
Max
Meepo,
is
show them
going
on the way out.
hard, and Meepo takes 1 damage.
Okay, noted. That
Hug,
is
hug damage.
20% of Meepo's health.
He's so fragile.
But he looks so proud.
Oh, bless
Beepo, the elite kobold, will show you the way out. He looks quite serious for a small, tiny little kobold.
Hmm.
Beepo is my most trusted scout, and he will protect you while you're in our territory.
Wait, what's it called? Beepo?
Beepo,
Yes, because they all rhyme now.
Cannon.
Yep.
Please name all the other kobolds in the room.
There's 18 of them. No, I've done a lot of things today, people.
Yeah,
For
there's
you.
18 of them, but there are 26 or
And that's the
24
difference
letters in the alphabet.
between
I can't remember.
Us and a group of professional improv.
Yeah, you
artists
would name some of them.
is that Tony could yes and us, and instead he's like, no.
Yeah.
That's improv with Tony Sindelar. Nope.
So Beepo is prepared to lead the way if you're prepared to depart.
Yeah, let's go, Beepo.
I think we walk out waving to Meepo.
Fox the Weasel.
All the kobolds are gather around and give you a round of applause as
That's
you.
the song.
Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
it.
Feels
Are we
good.
walking in slow
Yeah.
motion, like in
Yeah.
the right stuff or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's.
All
do
right. Beepo opens the door and leads you into a familiar long hallway carved with some dragon pillars.
Oh, yeah, I
and
got
says-
knocked out in here.
Yeah.
Good times.
So Beepo says, "Okay,
don't
we
look
can
down
go
a lot of rooms.
straight ahead and take kind of the back door, or I can lead you off to the south. Would be the main entrance to the goblin territory. Which one were you thinking?"
it.
Back door?
I like the
back
back door.
was that was slightly better apparently.
And we've seen
so-
that
All right.
that space.
Yeah, we know
before.
what we're doing.
All
And I
right, back
don't
door it
like
is.
Maybe we'll
I
meet
don't
some of
lead
our
you-
friends too. Who knows?
He leads you across the hall down toward the end. There's kind of a storage room. There's a bunch of kobolds in there. It looks like taking inventory of all the stuff that the goblins have looted over the years. Again, you're backtracking places you've been. Off of the storage room, there is a room with it was kind of a goblin shooting range.
Oh, yeah, I remember this place.
The kobolds don't seem to be they're mainly spear based, so they're not really doing anything. One of them has a sling, and he's practicing little rocks, throwing rocks across.
This is where
the
we
shooting
saved
range.
This is where
Yeah.
Max saved Meepo
Yeah,
right here.
Oh.
Jumped in front of an arrow meant for Meepo.
yeah. The goblins,
started
the
playing.
kobolds seem to have maintained the goblins' little caltrop field here, and he heads past the field of caltrops. So the kobolds have a little thing where they lay down some planks so that you can kind of walk
Ah.
across those without impaling your feet.
Like
Nice.
a team building exercise.
Yeah.
We should have brought planks with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Beepo says on the other side of that, there's another little square room, relatively featureless. You know that you are not far from the chambers where you fought a giant rat, kind of like a rat queen. And Beepo says, "This is kind of the edge of our territory here. Do you know the way?"
Yeah, sure.
Well, any friend of a Meepo is a friend of ours. Travel safely, adventurers.
Farewell, Beepo.
Thanks,
Beep.
Meepo.
Goodbye, Meepo.
All right. So the room beyond is a familiar territory, and it is still littered with rat corpses because nobody has been by to clean things up since you left.
Spider reconnaissance?
There's not. We're good. I think we're good. Let's.
No. This is a trap.
There's
This is
fountains.
clearly a trap.
All right, I'm going in anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello. Here I am. Attack me, trap.
No traps attack you, Velo, as you head into the desolate rat hallway.
Yay.
To your
Traps
north,
is a trap.
to the north is the hall that leads to. There is a room with a series of pit traps. I believe that is where you found the remains of the ranger who was with Sharwin's party. And Sharwin's like, yes, I remember. This is where we got split up. And to the south, there is a room with I believe it's like a dry fountain. And there is a door to the east there that I don't think you ever successfully opened.
Okay, the spider goes under the door. Let's oh no,
this-
wait, it can't go, can it?
Yeah, this door is
Is there a
different.
keyhole in this door?
So
This is the magic cold door, right?
This
is the
was a
refrigerator.
door that was cold to the touch. It has a bunch of dragon motifs carved into it, and specifically skeletal dragons. And the air is cold to the touch.
Yeah.
I still don't
Skeletal
wanna go
dragon
in.
sounds
Is
bad.
is there a keyhole though?
I also believe I'm remembering here. You could. All right. Everyone, give me quick memory check. We'll call that a wisdom check. Wisdom or intelligence, depends which one you remember.
We're not going to talk about that throw, thank you.
14.
13.
22.
Darian, you remember that just getting near that door, there was a giant scythe. that
No,
would
my
swing.
spider! My spider's too small, right?
Remember that? Because also
Yep.
Zoom kept dropping out whenever I would say the word scythe.
Yep.
Okay, but
Guys, remember memories of Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh, it's all the friends we met along the way, like that scythe that
That
cut
scythe.
out Tony's internet.
yeah. Are you? Can we find out what's behind that door at some point?
No.
Just no.
Let-
I don't mean in game. I mean out of game.
Afterwards, we can find out. We can
I'm
bribe Tony.
curious.
All right.
I
But
think we just,
we're marching,
We're moving on.
moving on.
Yeah.
All right. So you continue to backtrack. It's a montage of all the places you've been before. You remember that horrible corridor. Well, it wasn't that horrible. That spooky backdoor corridor where you convinced some goblins that you were totally.
Graham the Goblin
Oh,
Guard.
good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
I love a good montage.
Yeah. And your montage comes to a crashing halt as you return to the former chamber of Meepo,
it's
the Dragon Watcher, which is now seems to be a goblin clubhouse. Specifically, you recognize the goblins standing in this room.
so is it Club's Clubhouse?
Can we wave at them and say, "Hi guys, just passing through"?
This is more of
See
an
you
Ux
later."
house than a club's house.
Mm.
Well, I think I
Ux
imagine
and clubs, the goblins that you had some previous interchanges with, are just standing around in this room that used to be a kobold dragon pen.
Are they the ones that we charmed?
they are,
Yeah.
And they are the ones who will remember that we charmed them.
unless we charm them again.
Yes. That's what I was thinking.
There is a third goblin skulks nearby.
Well,
And you know this area well to know that it's a pretty open area, a lot of hallways leading off into what was formerly the
Is his name Skulks?
no, well, it is now.
Does anyone remember
With an
which
X?
one of these hallways leads out?
You believe that the way out is to the east.
All right. I think we should just make a run for it. What could go wrong?
I really do think we should try to charm these guys and then just have us lead them out, because that actually worked pretty well for a while last
yeah,
time.
I would say it's worth a go. And I can do like
Do we have
6
three-
charm spells.
All
I-
right,
yeah.
at once?
I've got a level 2. I can take 2 of them at
Yes.
once.
Oh,
Nice.
so have I.
So
So
one
All
of
right,
us-
we'll go for it.
one of us does a level 1 and one of us does a level 2.
Go for it. Go.
Go on, you charming boys.
That's us. So
Okay, done.
let's do it.
I'll do level 2.
Okay, you're going to take Ux and Clubs.
Yeah, wisdom 13, Tony.
Goblins have a -1 wisdom modifier. What? So this is Ux and Clubs?
Yep.
All right, Ux. 14.
Oh no!
Clubs, 15.
Oh no!
Fail.
They've seen you before. Hey! You guys again. I don't remember what goblins sounded. Oh, they had horrible British accents, except we decided not to do that.
In that case, I will try a level 2 charm on the 2 of them as well.
All right. They are also goblins. They are not the most threatening of creatures.
Yeah, but it'd be nice to have them back on our team.
They could join us on Thursday night.
Everybody goes to the
for
pub.
drinks after work.
All right.
I don't think they're welcome at the pub in Oakhurst. There's
they have
some
Just
bad
have to
blood.
behave themselves, maybe, or apologize.
So wisdom 13 again.
Ux first. Critical fail. That's modifies to a 0 for Ux.
Ux is with us.
Clubs gets a 6. Hey, you guys. Hey, we know you guys.
Hey, buddy!
On Thursdays.
Hey, Skulks. These are the guys we were talking about. Get in here. Skulks wanders in. Skulks looks somehow stupider than Ux and Clubs.
We don't need to charm him at all.
Yeah, I'm sure peer pressure will make
I mean, there's like 6 of you and 2 of his friends.
Hey, buddies.
Just introduce you.
We're getting out of here. We're just getting back to the top of the thing where we can go home.
Oh, just through there, says Clubs. He points to the east.
Okay, thanks, guys. See you.
Yeah,
Thursday.
things
If you wanna
are
come
things
to
are
the
a little
pub.
chaotic around there. Maybe I'll see you up on the surface. That's not east, Velo. He points you to the east.
Has it been going? How did the swap with the kobolds go?
Not a big deal down at our level vis-a-vis guards, but leadership's real shaken up about it. A bunch of people vying for who's going to be control now. I don't know. Honestly, I wouldn't mind working for that Meepo guy, but I don't think we'd be welcome there.
Meepo's
he's
a
a
nice
reasonable
guy.
fellow.
They're not using the archery range, so you might be able to work out some sort of like timeshare.
I don't understand. Like, fighting just doesn't have the appeal that it used to.
Oh,
After all the killing yesterday,
Yeah,
right?
lot of death yesterday.
Yeah.
We prefer to talk things out as well.
I get it. Communication is so important.
It's the foundation of a relationship.
Yes.
All
Well
right.
said, Knox. Well said.
Let's get out of here.
Do you want to show us to the door?
Sure.
I would like to
Skulks
think.
will be right back. Ux and Clubs open the door.
Great.
They show you the familiar long hallway that leads to a big circular chamber. That
Let's
is
go.
the entrance.
Oh,
There.
Sprunk and Grak.
Did we meet them before?
Are these newbies or?
I don't think you know. There are 2 goblins with name tags. Skronk and Grox are in the main chamber. They seem to be on guard duty. But Clubs and Ux being the first people through the room, they seem not too worried. They say, these guys are on their way out. Don't worry about them. And they seem confused, but are not going to stop. And so they point you to the way out of the Citadel to your east.
Hey! Oh my God, we're getting out. Sunlight.
You
Hey,
have
hey,
the chance to get out. You know that other parts of the Citadel remain unexplored
Don't
and
do it, Tony.
unperturbed.
You come back.
Hey,
later.
Sharwin, how do you feel about we're getting out now?
I would like to go home.
Mhm.
I need to tell my mother about the fate of my brother.
Hey, you could just go off by yourself now. You don't,
No.
No, we
No.
have to return, Sharwin.
Think
to get
of
the
it this way, Velo. This is when we get paid. Do you want to come
Oh right,
along
yeah,
to get
no,
paid?
You can't. There's giant rats out there. We'll have to,
And so you escort Sharwin Hercule back
Oh my
to
God.
the town of Oakhurst.
Can't believe it.
Oh my God!
You made it out.
What, we're
You
jumping
made it.
straight to Oakhurst.
You make it
Yeah.
back to the town.
oh look, old
Um,
It feels like a very, very long time. Since
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, we're home.
Um,
Let's
The
have
Carowin Hercule, matriarch of the Hercule family, is relieved to see Sharwin again. You are rewarded with you have kind of a 3-part reward. You get 125 gold pieces for the knowledge of Sharwin. She's with you. 125 for bringing her back alive. That brings you to 250. And 125 for the fate and return of the signet ring of her brother who did not make it. So I believe that brings you to 375, which is a lot of money.
That feels like the maximum score.
Well, yes. I mean, he was dead, so there was no way to get
Wait,
him.
did they take my armor back?
You could have reanimated them. Are there reanimation spells?
You literally did not even find his remains.
Right.
So,
where were
I think
his
they ate
remains?
him.
I'm wearing his
They
remains.
ate him.
62 and a half gold pieces per
They
adventurer,
ate
though,
him.
so it's pretty good.
Yeah. So the Hercule family is gladly gives you their promised reward. They take on arranging kind of a remembrance ceremony for the adventurers who did not make it back, including I should remember his name, the missing Hercule. It begins with a T.
Tegwin?
Tegwin? This game, people. So
Hey, we're not the DM. We're just some dudes.
How can we remember his name? We never met him. It's fine.
I gave you a wanted poster with his name on it.
Crime did he
I
commit?
called it. I'm sorry.
Yes. Hold on, I'm looking it up because it's gonna bother me if I can't find it.
Tegwin? Something like T-E-U.
Toucan. Let's just agree it was Toucan.
Toucan.
Talgan,
Sure.
Sir Bradford, and Caracas the Ranger. There will be a remembrance ceremony at the pub later tonight.
Just performed the remembrance ceremony.
Yes.
Therefore, remembering them.
Yes. And it is suggested that El Scorcho continue to wear. I just said his name. I've already forgotten.
Tegwin.
Tegwin. Toucan's armor.
Yes.
That his legend may live on.
I will wear it in honor. Thank you.
Yes.
Until you find something.
And
better.
so you have saved you have saved Sharwin. You have probably saved the Citadel and possibly Oakhurst from whatever it is that evil druid was planning with the tree and the twig blights.
And
Though
all
there
those
does
apples.
remain the lingering question of those goblins were selling apples to the people of Oakhurst for many seasons, and they were planting those seeds. And will someday a bitter harvest be reaped?
Could we tell
Don't worry
people
about that.
we won't be here.
I'll find out about it in the next issue of Oakhurst and Beyond.
Yes. Smash cut to the tavern where Nox is doing a guitar solo and everything is great. Congratulations, you have completed your first Dungeons and Dragons adventure. Somehow you're all alive. Didn't think that was going to happen.
Hey,
It was touch and go sometimes.
I
Hey,
had complete confidence in all of us.
you know, death is a part of life, especially Dungeons and Dragons life.
Yeah.
So, characters come and characters go. So good job, everybody. You made it.
I have
Yay.
questions.
All
Why-
right.
What was the druid dude trying to do?
All right. Should we transition to the questions part of the session?
Yes.
Before we
Jason,
do that,
how are we
Tony,
on the
Thank
time?
you so much.
Bonus
Let's give a round of applause
material.
to our DM.
Yay! Thank you, Tony.
Mm.
Thank you.
Jason, do we need to close out the episode before we do that? How do you want to do that?
All right.
podcast purposes.
Why don't you say goodbye and then we'll have bonus questions somewhere.
Sure.
Okay, and especially if there are people that need to go
Right.
for other things, they can escape.
I only have two.
so- Okay.
Three
Well,
questions.
they'll be on the
It's more
live
of a
stream
statement,
/
really.
whatever. So, all right. Thank you so much. You have made it to the end of your first Dungeons and Dragons total party kill adventure and your first Dungeons and Dragons adventure ever. For some of you, I hope you had fun. I'm glad you survived. Let me thank each of my adventurers one by one. First off, Jason Snell, you are the one who assembled all of us and made it happen.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you for DMing us and taking us through this adventure.
Mike Hurley, I think this was basically all done to try and make you happy. I hope you're okay.
I am very happy.
I hope you're happy.
Very happy. Thank you very much. That was everything I could have wanted in a Dungeons and Dragons experience. There were dungeons and dragons.
Liz Miles, you had been a listener to Total Party Kill for a long time, and so we had always wanted to drag you along and make you suffer with us. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me on. It's been brilliant. Please let me do more.
Yes, absolutely. James, you were just this guy who made calculators, and now I will always think of you as a dragon, especially because you wore that dragon mask for a while until it hurt your head too much.
Well,
James Thompson, sorry, your full name.
I've not only got a giant pile of dice in front of me, I've got a giant pile of Lego in another room, which
you may need more rooms for your apartment. So,
and I got a whole extra app out of this experience.
A giant pile of computer dice as well.
Yes. So I think I've won on every level. So thank you very much.
And Mike, maybe you can remind me. We were like assembling the party, and we were trying to come up with, who are all the people that we know that are in the UK. And I think we had basically like, it's like 4 people. That's like a solid number to play Dungeons and Dragons with. And then I forget if you asked Jason or if you asked me directly, but you're like, can Tiff and my wife also play? And I was like, yes. And so we gathered more people. Adina, hello. Thank you for playing Dungeons and Dragons with us.
Thank you for letting me live my Arya fantasy from Game of Thrones.
So much murder.
Thank you for not killing me.
Yeah, I tried.
You tried. With that scythe.
Yep. And last but not least, not technically part of the United Kingdom, but a hardcore gamer, Tiff Arment. Thank you for being here. Thank you for playing Dungeons and Dragons with us.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so happy my armor class is so high.
Look at you now talking about how proud you are of your armor class. Remember how skeptical you were at the beginning?
I can say things like armor class now.
I know. And you don't even say it with sarcasm. So, well, this has been another adventure. It feels relatively rare that we get to conclude adventures here on Total Party Kill, but we have concluded the adventure of the Sunless Citadel. Perhaps some of these players and some of these characters will return in a future adventure. But that's all for this one. There are no questions left unanswered, except for some questions that people are going to ask me after the episode's over. So for answers to questions such as those, I guess listen to the bootleg feed. I don't know. This adventure is done.
Yay!
Yay!
We throw our dice in the air.
Woo! All right. I will now, Liz, I'll answer any questions you will have.
What was the druid underneath the citadel actually? What was his plan? And was there any way for us to find out what his plan was?
I think theoretically you could have talked to him more or questioned him more, but his long-term plan was to plant seeds from his horrible tree everywhere and basically create an army of twig blights that would destroy, certainly take over the citadel, certainly destroy Oakhurst, and probably,
Tomorrow the world.
Tomorrow the world.
Just for funsies?
I mean, he was bad. So when he had been kind of the tree, so a Gulthias tree. I forget if you knew all this. Gulthias, it's the name of the horrible tree is a Gulthias tree, which is a tree created by where a vampire is killed. With the like stake that you drive through a vampire's heart grows into this horrible, evil, twisted tree.
Oh, cool.
And I think he was kind of not probably living underground with a spooky tree for a couple years gets to you.
That's true. Okay, what was behind the ice door and how could we have got through it?
All right, let me find the info about the ice door. You need to know. So spoilers for people who might run this adventure, so feel free to stop listening at this point. But the ice door, hold on, there are a lot of doors. The ice door was very securely locked. You would probably need to have used a knock spell to open it, which is a somewhat powerful spell that opens any magically locked door. But on the plus side, I don't know how much you're missing because beyond that horrible nice ice door was a room full of sarcophagi. And inside those sarcophagi are skeletons that were going to attack you. So,
why was it such a difficult door to open if there's so
they were protecting some nice treasure that I won't tell you about and some magic items. But, there was going to be some bad stuff to get there.
So the fact... Go on.
What about the fountain? The speak, let there be death. I have fountain questions.
The dragon fountain, yeah.
The dragon fountain.
Could we have enabled the one with the box and everything attached to it, and it was a whole.
Where was that? Didn't you get that one?
No.
Is that the one where I got my flasks? Because I kept.
That was the one just next to the. Was that next to the Rat Queen?
Next to the Rat Queen room, yeah.
The black foggy death thing came out of that one, right?
Sorry, I'm like scrolling through the book.
Yeah. we did something wrong and messed it up. And
That sounds like you.
Yeah.
There was something that I was really persistent at, and so I think you gave me the flasks out of pity.
All right.
Hold on, I'm reading.
Which I will take. I will take pity loot, obviously.
Oh, that was basically what happened with that. So the statues had a thing that said "Let there be death." Did you do anything with it?
We
we
tried.
did something, and there was a cloud of death.
Yep, that's what it does.
Is that it?
Okay.
That's
Okay.
it. That's what it does. You're not
All
supposed
right.
to touch that one.
So with
Were there any like cool plot things that we missed?
There were a few side rooms with some things. I'm going to take you back to the other map while we do a tour of things that you missed.
It's
So
really sort of if there's
I know.
plot or world building stuff. I like that stuff.
You know, I was surprised it seemed like right off of the like main first corridor. Do you see here? There is a room where there was a like basically a heating system for the dungeon, but it was powered by a little heat demon and a little water demon fighting and causing steam. And it seemed really easy to accidentally stumble in there and get yourself into a very dangerous fight. That didn't happen. So good job for that. There were some secret passages. The big thing you kind of probably missed for time / just didn't seek it out. There was you can see there's part of the map that you haven't been to all along the south part of the dungeon. Kobold Queen did have the key that was going to get you in there. And there was basically an ancient old kind of dragon temple in there with a variety of bad things and exciting things in there. So, that's
where the key was from. That was
where the key was from, and that was very much side quest with a capital side. Like that wasn't going to get you to where you needed to be.
Cool.
The
My
fact that
curiosity is satisfied.
Yeah.
The fact that we killed the tree, does
Mhm.
that mean the twig blights,
They're all dead.
the ones that were planted, like the seeds from the apples?
Mhm.
and all that?
Unclear. Some of them may grow into Gulthias trees on their own.
What happens if you make a stake out of a Gulthias tree and then stake a vampire and then
You get a
that one
double
grows?
Gulthias
Yeah.
tree.
That's what I was thinking.
So I
Watch
just
out.
revealed the whole map for you. So
Ooh.
Oh,
Is there
lots
like
of-
a sequel to this adventure where you have to deal with the
there is
apples or
not a
something?
direct sequel to this adventure, but there's a variety of what level are you now? 3, probably.
3.
Maybe you're get up. So
Do we
maybe
level up?
I think probably you should. So I know you weren't 3 for very long, but there should be a big bump from completing a quest is how I feel.
All
So
right.
So the
Yeah,
next
level
question
4.
is, are we ever going to play again?
That is
I
a good
would like
question.
to.
We'll have to talk about it.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
have to talk about it.
Scheduling is always the challenge, but I
It
would be
is.
happy to
Yeah.
run more. You all were a fun group, so and there's a bunch of stuff in that level 4 kind of range that you can do. Your character sheets do get a little bit more complicated, now that
Oh,
you're
no.
that level.
I think I might actually get another cantrip at 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, you start
And-
to. I mean, this is the
but-
learning
but
curve of
there's-
D&D, right? Is you get more stuff, and that means you've got to. then you get up to
it-
speed
it's
of how you
the-
manage it.
The same thing happens in computer games.
Yeah.
And
And,
but
like-
the thing, after reading up about the warlock after I chose my
Yeah.
spells and stuff, it turns out that the basic spell that you're supposed to get first, I kind of
Mm.
skipped for things I thought were fun.
Because they have better names. That happens.
So,
And
Tony,
I said none of you ever died, not in a derisive way, but like, guess what? Level 1 and level 2 D&D characters are fragile, and like, even if you were really like playing well, like bad luck can happen and characters
I nearly
die.
died in the first.
Yeah,
like,
remember
encounter.
rats almost murdered
Uh-huh.
you.
Yeah, but
So-
you needed to get don't you have to get a fail like 3 times to die?
Yeah, but that can happen.
I
So-
failed like twice
Two.
or something.
Yeah,
I mean, so
there's,
Tony,
there's,
did we?
there's a record, Liz. So
How did we do? Like I think you ran this very well, but how did we do as players? Did
I
we,
think
like-
really good. So the rules are cumbersome at times, but you all jumped into the storytelling part of it really well. I feel like and it's the episode that we like just released on the feed is the episode where you guys talked your way past the goblins. Like that was like I feel like that was like a turning point for you all in terms of like what are we doing here, right? Which is that we're ridiculous, and like you were also a group that's not bloodthirsty, right? Dungeon masters sometimes refer to some players are they're called derisively murder hobos, which is like we don't care about these people, let's just kill them and move on. We are capable of killing people, so if these people are not capable of killing us, they're in our way, so kill them and move on. That is not your style of play.
We were more about social change.
Yes.
And-
Yes.
Yep.
So which is, it's just fun. And there were fights, there were situations you could only get your way out of with combat and magic and stuff. But I appreciated, especially the kobolds are not a super hostile group of people. I think the adventure leaves pretty open what you would do with Meepo. I don't think it expected that you would befriend Meepo and bring him with you the whole way. And definitely I made some decisions about what was going to happen. Not, the adventure basically as written ends with you fight the tree and then it's like you go home. And I was like, no, there's going to be fallout from that. They've done some things along the way that will have conclusions. So
I felt very attached to Meepo. I really didn't want him to die. I would have been very upset.
And I don't know what the next adventure might be, but it feels like Meepo's got to come back in at least he's writing you some letters or something, right? So,
Your adventures. I need some help.
All right, everybody, we're gonna run.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Thank you again, Tony.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. That was fun.
Thank you.
I'll turn off the live streams now.